Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. It has only been about 30 minutes since we were last live, but we're back now. The Carabao Cup Final is here. Manchester United versus Newcastle United at Wembley. Very, very excited for this one. Just witnessed the very upsetting game between Chelsea and Tottenham. But now we're going to put that out of our minds, out of our memories. Joined by Harry, as always, for what should be a classic. Should be a brilliant game.
It should be really good, as you say. Carabao Cup Final rocks around last year. Went all the way to penalties with Chelsea and Liverpool.
Heartbreak last year. I'm glad I'm neutral for this one.
I'm just hoping it's great. Watching finals from a neutral point of view always brings him. Hopefully we see some action. Both teams missing some key players today. It should be a really, really good game. I hope it's interesting. We don't want another 0-0 that goes all the way to penalties. As exciting as penalties are, we do want to see some goals. We want to see some action. I just want a really, really good game.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been excited for this one. I know that with all the promotional stuff we put out, everyone was very excited for it. So yeah, hopefully it does live up to the billing. Where do we start then? It's been a while since we've done 30 minutes of build-up. Do you want to get up Newcastle's run?
Yes, I do.
Because I've just got one last thing to put up on the social I forgot to post. Right. And then, we'll talk about Newcastle, about Man United's run to the final.
So we look at the final today. Obviously, big occasion for both teams. Man United 6 years without a trophy. Newcastle.
It's been a while.
It has been a very, very long time since they were last in a cup final. Already seen pictures and videos of I saw an elderly man
crying,
getting emotional before the game just because he's supported the club for over 60 years and he's finally going to a cup final. But yes, if we look at Newcastle's run to the final, if I can find it.
I mean, they got quite nice, didn't they? So they played Southampton in the semi-finals, who beat City on their route.
We'll start from the very start.
Of course, yeah. Sorry, I was jumping in a bit there with the semis.
I've gone back to last year. Hang on, give me a moment. They lost 4-3 to Burnley last year in round 2, if anyone's interested. This season, then...
It's quite interesting to be fair.
So they drew Tranmere in the first round and only won 2-1. But Tranmere is a pretty nice tie. Then they got Crystal Palace and won on penalties. They beat Bournemouth, beat Leicester, and then obviously, as you said, they beat Southampton across the 2 legs.
They got quite a nice run, no real challenges in there.
Equally, they got 4 Premier League sides.
Considering, City played Liverpool, didn't they, at one point?
Yeah, but Newcastle got Southampton, Leicester, Bournemouth, Palace, Tranmere.
But who counts, Bournemouth as a Premier League side?
If we look at Manchester United's run... Little bit.
Southampton even this season, same for Leicester.
I don't know. United's run was a little bit. Hang on, I'm trying to find. I'm so.
They played Charlton. I remember.
They had Aston Villa and beat them 4-2 after losing 3-1 in the league the week before to Villa. Then they got Burnley and beat them 2-0. Then they beat Charlton, as you said, and then they packed in Nottingham Forest across the 2 legs.
Yeah.
And now they find themselves here today. So I'll be honest. I think both teams got knifed.
Yeah, and they were helped out by the fact that, City lost to Southampton. Liverpool were knocked out by City.
Yeah, Chelsea
Arsenal,
were knocked out by City.
Yeah, Chelsea were knocked out by City. Arsenal played. Who did Arsenal play?
That's a good shout. That they got knocked out by Forest.
Oh yeah, Forest. That's it.
Yeah, and all the big guns. Leicester knocked out Tottenham. So
Exactly.
that's all the big sides gone there immediately. So it just leaves the U2. But yeah,
But it does leave a very nice final here at Wembley. Newcastle, obviously, as we've
really
mentioned.
does. I cannot call it, and we'll get into predictions later. I cannot call it.
Newcastle, as we've mentioned, haven't won a cup since 1955. It's now 2023.
I mean, it
been a
should
while.
be an absolutely incredible.
And for Man United, a 6-year drought without a trophy is still a while. So if they were to lose again today,
it is a huge moment for both sets of fans. It's a huge moment for both clubs. It's a really, Newcastle have never won at Wembley as well since they won that FA Cup. They've been to 8 games. They've played 8 games at Wembley, not just finals. Obviously, playing Tottenham as well, there counts.
yeah.
But yeah, it has been. What a roller coaster it has been for Newcastle. Obviously, yes, the investment has helped, but Eddie Howe's management has been brilliant, and they've played some.
You can have all the investment as in the world, and as proven by Chelsea, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter all the time. It doesn't guarantee
They've still
results.
been brilliant.
Indeed.
They've still been absolutely brilliant.
Exo says Loris Karius is starting. Indeed, we'll get into lineups. In fact, I could do those now, maybe. And Nick Knack says, "Afternoon, lads.
Yeah.
Afternoon, Nick Knack. Welcome to the stream." Obviously, you went into this earlier.
Probably the big news.
Lucky you.
Yeah, probably the big news there. Loris Karius in goal for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Should
we look at the full lineups then
Yes,
before we discuss the game any further? We are, of course, at Wembley, so there's no home side. But for alphabetical order, Manchester United are first, and they line up with David De Gea between the sticks. No shock there. Flat 4 of Dalot, back from injury now, replacing Wan-Bissaka. Controversial, maybe. Varane and Martinez, and of course Luke Shaw. In the pivot, it's Casemiro and Fred. Still no Eriksen for the Red Devils. Anthony on the right. A good performance in the week has earned him that spot. Rashford on the left, obviously since late in form. Bruno, the captain in attacking midfield, and Weghorst leads the line. Big talking point is, should Weghorst be starting this final? I think
it is really interesting. I don't know how he's going to fight.
Because I've not seen much from Weghorst this season. Would it not have been more intelligent to play Jadon Sancho or Alejandro Garnacho and not have
That's the
Weghorst?
thing with United. They're a good side and they'll be well up for this today. But there are just a couple players that I have a few question marks over.
But on the other hand, do Garnacho and Sancho make more of an impact off the bench, which Weghorst wouldn't?
Maybe.
So does that make sense for that regard? While Weghorst may
if
not
you get towards
be
the end of the game, if you need a goal
the perfect
or an
starter,
extra time, yeah.
United know they've got options to change the game. As for their opponents, Newcastle, then, as we've mentioned, Loris Karius between the sticks. He's not played a game for Newcastle yet. In fact, he's not played a game in English football since he, obviously, that Champions League final, the infamous Champions League final, where he suffered a concussion and then became the world's worst goalkeeper. Flat 4 in front of him of captain Kieran Trippier, Shaw, Botman and Byrne. They keep the same team as they've played all season pretty much with that back 4. Across the 3, Longstaff came to form in recent weeks and he's still in there with Joe Willock not able to make the side. I believe he might be injured as well. He's not, he's on the bench. And Longstaff, Guimaraes and Joe Linton. Front 3 then, Almiron on the right, Sir Maximan on the left, Callum Wilson leads the line.
It is 2 very good teams. It is going to be a very, very close game. As you mentioned,
It's going to be interesting.
I think Karius he's going to need to perform today. He has got.
This is the time for a perfect redemption.
He has got a chance today to prove everyone that he's not just a laughing stock.
Yeah.
And that he is a semi-capable
Today,
goalkeeper.
he will either save his reputation and always be known as this guy who did terrible at Liverpool, but won Newcastle a cup, he's going to make loads of saves, or he's going to make an error.
Yeah.
And that's the fear. What if Karius does do a Karius?
But I also think it's the confidence that back 4 that has been so solid all season has got the reassurance that Nick Pope is behind them.
Not only have they got the reassurance, they've got the communication, they've got the experience playing with them, they've got that
100%.
familiarity. They don't have that with Loris Karius.
It'll be in their heads, Newcastle. They might say it's not, but they'll look at it and go, we've got a keeper fun.
I think to a less extent to most people think. The amount of people talking about the fact that Karius is playing at such a big point.
Yeah, they're going to back him all the way.
I think Newcastle will be focusing on the final.
Yeah.
This is a big game. The fact this is a final could leave them nervous as it is. They're not. There's no players with experience of finals. I think that's my one criticism of this squad. Has played in a playoff final,
League
yeah.
2 playoff final with Mansfield.
But
anyway, just more on Sean Longstaff. And actually, Newcastle midfield, because I want to get onto Bruno Guimaraes in a minute. He's really come into form, Sean Longstaff, especially in the Carabao Cup.
Goal scoring form, obviously bagged a brace against Southampton in that second leg.
He scored against Leicester as well. He's a really good...
intriguing footballer, Sean Longstaff, because while he may not be technically stunning, he's a very competent player, and he's hard-working. Sean Longstaff, he's always worked hard. I've never seen him not give his all. So it really does make a difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a disappointing start to 2023 for Newcastle. They've started to slow down a little bit.
I think that is... But the opposite for Man United. If this final was played in 2022, I would have quite a clear favourite. But in 2023...
look unstoppable.
They look brilliant.
Have they lost in 2023?
I don't think so.
They must have.
Marcus Rashford since the World Cup.
I think Dortmund are the only unbeaten side.
But Marcus Rashford since the World Cup has got 16 goals, 4 assists in 18 games. That is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely insane.
He is red hot form, and Kieran Trippier is going to have a game of his life to keep him quiet.
Sorry, we've ignored chat for the last couple of minutes, so we'll just point out, Chelsea fan, welcome to the stream, mate. And we've got a few interesting messages. I'll run through the predictions and stuff later. Chelsea fan says, I like your top, Jack. It looks cool. Thank you. Portobello home shirt. It's a nice shirt. And then, just loads to talk about what people expect. X said saying that this is going to go to pens. Obviously, we'll get onto our predictions a bit later. If it does, who's your back? Because the last time I've seen David De Gea in a penalty shootout, he didn't save a single one and then proceeded to concede to Geronimo Rulli.
Well, he missed, didn't he? He
missed his pen and then...
He didn't save a single one and missed the pen.
Rulli's.
Karius, last time he was in a final, he didn't get to go to penalty shootout because he dropped the ball and let Gareth Bale score on part.
But is Karius a good penalty shot stopper? I wouldn't know.
Never seen him.
Yeah. But
in terms of actual penalty takers, I think United are stronger.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I think it'll come down to pressure in the moment. I think in that regard, Newcastle have an edge. Newcastle have been there before and have proven they don't make the error. But equally, we've seen players like Sancho and Rashford miss on some of the world's biggest stages. But they've got experience of missing, so I think they'll be less nervous.
The reason I think this could be quite an interesting game is because you've got a Newcastle team that none of these players have played in. They've got no final experience, but then you have a United team that have final experience, but not good final experience. They have bad memories of all the finals they've lost in the most recent years. So that's really interesting for me because there's loads of pressure on United, but equally Newcastle will create their own pressure because they've never been here before. Yeah,
there's only one cup final winner in either side, and that is of course Lisandro Martinez. Won the World Cup with Argentina. Could that make a difference? Obviously, they went to penalty shootout there. Neither side has Emi Martinez now.
Trophy.
Well, Shaw was still in the side for the Europa League when they won the Europa League. Was Marcus Rashford? I believe he was.
It's a very different item. Yeah, playing a European final to a
domestic final, of course. Yeah.
But it's going to be really... I by no means... we'll let one team or the other run away with it today.
You don't think?
No.
But I thought the same when Liverpool played Newcastle, and look how Liverpool tore them apart. I think there's going to be similar nerves, and I do worry that Newcastle bottle it on the biggest stage.
But I look at that game and I go, if Pope doesn't make an error, look how Newcastle were all over Liverpool.
Of course, but United, they won't have the time and the space to pick up passes like that against Manchester United. Obviously, Alisson was massive for Liverpool. He made 2 huge saves that kept them in the game in the early stages. So, yeah, if it came to it, I don't think De Gea makes the same saves. But I do think the United defence is stronger. Yeah. I do worry this could be bad for Newcastle.
I see your point. I think this game... Also, United will have to play well, but this game is majority based on whether Newcastle turn up or not.
I think there's a large percentage of the UK cheering on Newcastle today.
I think,
but they might let everyone down.
Yeah,
because I think it's everyone else and then Manchester United and Sunderland fans.
Yeah, that is basically it.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I still think it'll be close though. I don't think United run away with it. But I think, as you say, with those nerves and that, from a Newcastle point of view, make sure you do not concede early. Yeah. We've seen it happen in so many finals. teams concede in the first 5-10 minutes, they're already out of it.
Xed's gone and done the research for us. Karius' penalty record is that he's got a 25% penalty saving record. I mean, that is insane.
I'll be intrigued to see what Aaron Martinez is.
The percentage, the likelihood of a striker scoring a penalty is 78%.
Yeah.
So, you'd expect the striker to score more often than not.
Karius would score, save 1 in 3?
1 in 4.
1 in 4, just, yeah. Oh, yes, over.
25% of 40.
That's not bad.
Yeah, 40 penalties faced, save 10 of them, 25%. Usually it's more like 15% according to Xed. So yeah. However, every penalty he has faced in the Bundesliga, he has saved.
Very different atmosphere.
He was at Union Berlin when he did 5 games last season.
Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be. I really don't know. From a United point, I think we're talking. Obviously, defensively, we're talking about it. Both goalkeepers have an error in them, but this is their chance to turn up and prove themselves. Defensively, Newcastle looked solid all year, but have struggled recently. United looked terrible at the start of the season, have shored up massively.
Love it.
Going forward wise, United more in form.
They are. They certainly are. I mean, that knick-knack says don't underestimate Newcastle. There's only 5 points between them and United in the table, although admittedly Manchester United are in better form right now. And I think that is the biggest point, is that this Newcastle side has quality, and they demonstrate that throughout the first half of the season. But if this was to come down to form, which it very much could, then it favours Manchester United. I think the only thing Newcastle would have had coming in today is form. I think the United side is stronger. They're in better form. They've got experience at finals. I just don't see how Newcastle win this. Unfortunately, I'm massively behind Newcastle with everyone else on that. But looking at it from a logical and non-biased standpoint,
that was good.
United are too strong. United just look too strong.
Does form play a part in this?
I think it does to a certain extent, but obviously the final eradicates it somewhat. Of course, and that's the nature of finals. Form can be thrown out the window sometimes, but it will make some difference because there'll be a certain amount of confidence in players. If you come into a final having not won any of your last 5, it's going to be a different emotion to how you come into a final, winning all of your last 10. But equally, complacency can become an issue on the day. Yeah. But I feel the fact that Manchester United have experience in finals will come handy today. This Newcastle side, they're starting to compile a really good squad, but there's no experience in it. Like of on the biggest stage, there's definitely players that have got experience of playing football to the highest level. I mean, I'd say Kieran Trippier is probably the greatest example of in the Newcastle squad. Yeah. He's been a Champions League final. He's won the La Liga.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I do think they've got some experience there. I think Trippier will come.
Karius been in the final.
Huge day.
As much as it wasn't great, he's been in there.
But I still think you'd rather have Nick Pope.
Definitely.
Or even Dubravka if he wasn't captain.
Probably.
God, how they must regret that now.
Yeah.
Also, Darlow, where's he gone? Did they loan him out as well?
Yeah. Managers. Who is more likely to be ready for this one?
Ten Hag. Ten Hag won't have as much. I think there's more pressure on Ten Hag to bring it home, but I think he'll be less nervous, less apprehensive. And I think when it comes down to making those key decisions, we've seen it time and time again how Ten Hag is able to remove himself from the game and just think about how can we win this. And we saw against Barcelona in the week, his tactical change at halftime completely turned around the tide of the game. Manchester United won. The same happened against Manchester City. They're 1-0 down going into the break. They won that game 2-1. I just feel Manchester United have Newcastle checkmate. If Newcastle go ahead, United bring it back. The only thing going in Newcastle's favour today is that support.
Yeah.
The Newcastle crowd are up for it today because this is their moment.
Looks like a home game.
It genuinely does. And I think Manchester United fans, this isn't a special for them.
No.
This is routine.
Yeah, don't get it wrong.
For Newcastle, this is everything.
Nothing. They haven't won a trophy in 6 years, but equally, they've still been in finals. Newcastle haven't touched Wembley soil in years and years and years and years and years. This is massive for the younger fans, for the older fans. They're all there, and it means absolutely everything to them. Yeah.
Because Newcastle are well aware of what's happened in the last 20 years, how they've not done anything. Yeah. Despite the fact they've been so close, and they almost won the league in 1998, I believe.
But bringing back to what I was saying earlier, how
what it's like to come so
seeing
close.
when people have been talking to some fans and they're like, don't care what the result is today, we're here, that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's the thing, no matter what the score is, they go 2-0 down, every single one of those fans will still be behind their team.
Yeah. I do think, I really hope the occasion doesn't get on top of the Newcastle players.
No.
Because this is a big occasion.
And
They are
not-
on the
and that's
biggest stage.
Obviously not from Newcastle wanting to win, that's a neutral point of view. If they bottle it, it's going to make a really bad atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's going to be really bad, it's not going to be a great game. We want to see an interesting game. We really, really do. But yeah, this is going to be brilliant. I really think this is going to be a great game.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's more exciting than the usual finals we've seen. Last few finals that we've watched have not been great. This one could be it though, because it's between two sides, as you say, who haven't won a trophy in a while. It's not like Liverpool and Chelsea last year, who was like, oh, you know, we could win all. There's loads of other trophies we could win. This is just a bit of fun.
Even then, Liverpool won both the domestic
like
and
when
Chelsea
Man
won
City
nothing.
beat Villa. Villa are like, oh, we're here, that's fun, but we know we're going to lose. City
Yeah.
are like, oh, we're going to beat this lot easily. But this is genuinely so competitive as well.
Welcome to the stream, Hussein Kukuc. I've definitely pronounced that name wrong, so please do tell us how to pronounce that. But he's asked what channel, and I think Nick Nack has given a good response there. But yeah, it is on Sky Sports for anyone trying to find the game. So yeah, we are only 9 minutes away from kickoff. Is there anything else we should add before? Obviously, we'll get into predictions in about 5 minutes' time. What are you thinking? What other elements are there at play today that need
If
to
there
be
is
considered?
one player...
This is cool, by the way. Little tifo on the
That's
pitch.
really cool. There's one player on either side today that could change this game. Who's it going to be?
I think for Manchester United, that is Marcus Rashford. I think him in behind could cause Newcastle a lot of issues.
But I also mean it as from a point of view as if they are 1-0 down, if they are 2-0 down, which player is going to turn it around for them if they need to?
Yeah. Well, then I'd say Marcus Rashford,
Yeah.
because I think he just possesses that game-changing ability. As for Newcastle, one player who could completely turn the game around, I don't know if they've got one. I think Newcastle performances very much rely on the team performing well. I've not seen a single Newcastle game this season and gone, they've been carried. Without him, they wouldn't have won today. So I think, Newcastle don't have that individual player, that player that's got a star quality above all else. I think Bruno's a big part of why Newcastle play, but I don't think he's going to score a match-winning goal.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. And players like Almiron, Wilson, they go missing when Newcastle win, but they go missing when Newcastle lose.
If Newcastle were to be victorious today, it's going to come down to a team performance. If Manchester United win, it could very much be just because Marcus Rashford was able to pull off something magical. Yeah. So it's going to be massive today. Newcastle, they've got to work. They've got to work as a team. They've got to just remain calm because this is 90 minutes. So whatever happens, they've just got to remember that. And they are unveiling a tifo now.
This looks brilliant. They haven't got it up yet.
The Newcastle fans.
They're too busy waving their flags. They haven't imagined. I mean, look at this.
They are up for it today.
This is what I mean. Look at this. Is brilliant.
Yeah. You wouldn't have got this under Mike Ashley, would you?
Yeah. This is what the Carabao Cup's
Newcastle
about,
at Wembley.
It's what the Carabao Cup is for teams.
But
like
they're here
Newcastle.
to compete.
Exactly.
This Newcastle side is a good team.
Yeah. And they've just got Man United, the religion. That's a bit. Sorry, that's poor. They're putting it away now. They're trying to chuck it left hand side. They're trying to pull it back in because they've seen the Newcastle and they've gone, oh, we look pathetic.
But Man United as a religion won the way.
Yeah. But yeah, huge game for both sides.
I mean, it does make sense that Man United are a religion.
Yeah.
And now the Cheeks, obviously, when Man City became popular, everyone just converted to that. So
yeah. But this is massive. It's starting to get towards the end of the season where trophies can be won. First side to touch silverware.
Indeed, yeah.
Who do you think it's going to be? We're at that time now. Teams are now coming out of the tunnel.
Time.
Everyone
else, make sure. I know people have put predictions in already, but please do get them in now so we can actually see them at the top of chat. Am I going first? Am I?
Yeah,
for the final?
First. You can go first.
I really want to say Newcastle are going to win, but from an honest,
look at that,
unbiased standpoint, that is sensational. Newcastle are absolutely up for this today. I'm going to go Newcastle 1, Manchester United 2.
Ooh, in 90 minutes?
Yes. Inside 90 minutes.
Okay.
Late winner from Lisandro Martinez.
Ooh.
Rashford opened the scoring, levelled up by Wilson in about the 60th minute. I think they'll come out the second half stronger. And then, Lisandro late winner from a corner.
Fair enough. So very close game though. Very close game.
And then Lisandro will get sent off and ripping his shirt off and he'll already be on a yellow. And he'll jump in the crowd and he'll join them for the rest of the game.
Alright, okay. That sounds brilliant. I'm going to go Newcastle 2, Manchester United 1. I'm going to reverse of yours. And I'm also going to say it will go to extra time.
Oh.
I think Almiron will open the scoring for Newcastle. Rashford will then get United level. And Newcastle will be hanging on. They'll take it to extra time. And then it will be a Dan Burn header from a corner in the 113th minute to win it for Newcastle.
Predictions then from the guys in chat. XZ saying 1-1. He says, I think 0-0, but I don't want a 0-0, so I'm going 1-1. Nick Nack is going 0-0. At least if I'm wrong, there'll be some goals. Yeah. Everyone's a bit pessimistic about today's result.
With action.
Joseph Vaz going Manchester United 2, Newcastle 1. Same prediction as me then. So yeah, they're the predictions from chat. And Chelsea fans updating us on the Old Firm derby. It's Celtic 2, Rangers 0. I think. Wow. Or that might be a prediction for the Old Firm derby. I don't follow.
Do you realise it's on today?
I knew it was on because I checked my Armada this morning and saw it on there and just went for Celtic.
But who in Scotland has gone...
everything.
Yeah, let's put the Old Firm on at the same time as the Carabao Cup Final.
See, when you say it like that, it makes the Carabao Cup Final sound horrific. It is the League Cup Final in Scotland. Oh, okay. So it's the equivalent. Alfredo Morales has just scored. It's 2-1.
Oh, ciao.
You put this
on. I don't know when it is. Don't know what it's on.
Probably
there. Cameras all on Carries. Massive moment for him. This could change his career.
Chelsea fan, I don't know if you're behind, but Rangers have scored by the way. So Alfredo Morelos has got that goal. Maybe they've got a chance. But Loris Karius, everyone focusing in on him for some reason.
I don't really know what we're waiting for here.
National anthems, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a woman singing it, and there's a man with a Carabao Cup scarf sat next to her. Carabao Final 2023, the army soldiers as well surrounding the Tifo. They're doing like a little parade thing.
We've got a few minutes, so...
Wish we could hear this.
Do you?
No, I don't.
I'm glad we can't. It's not like they're going to be singing imagine the Carabao Cup had a theme tune like the Europa League.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same.
What would you have? What would you play? What would be the Carabao Cup theme tune?
Carabao Cup, Carabao Cup, Carabao Cup, Carabao Cup.
Just something, really like daytime TV, kids channel, but for the Carabao Cup.
Newcastle fans belting their heart out to national anthem. He's got a Union Jack that's painted Newcastle colours. He's dedicated.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. They are loving it. They're already crying. Getting everything started in Newcastle.
He definitely usually has his Newcastle themed Union Jack flag hung outside his house.
Yeah, he's took it out. He's got a ladder. He's took it off his roof.
He's got a permanent ladder.
Yeah, it's just there. He took it off his roof just for today. He's fallen off the roof twice, but it's worth it.
No, not even on the roof, mate. He's got a pole outside his front garden.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, huge game. You're going for a United win. I'm going for a Newcastle win. It should be I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah.
Quick look at that poll and chat then before we get into the game. 11 votes so far. 73% think Manchester United will win.
That's high.
18% Newcastle. 9% think we're heading to extra time. Make sure to get your votes in if you haven't already.
So someone does think we're going extra time?
Yeah, I think that might be Nick Nack who went 0-0. But also XZ said 1-1. So... whether XS thinking they're just going to settle it on a coin toss or whether Nick Nack is, I don't know.
No, it's like 15 minutes while they roll the red carpet down.
Oh, a lot of XS fans are Newcastle fans and have travelled to Wembley. Fair enough.
Who are?
XS fans. Friends.
Oh.
Exeter's got loads of fans.
Was it Exeter fans?
No, Exeter fans haven't travelled to Wembley. And that kid's got in the way of the football stands together. There we go.
This is nice.
It worked it out.
Football stands together.
Yeah.
Nice little picture. Kids.
David Coote getting involved as well.
He's refereeing today. Glad.
He's just turned up for a lot.
Yeah, he's it. And Simon Hooper is the fourth official. So it's our two favourite officials. Your referee today, they're on blue as well. Simon Hooper's never in black. No, he always finds a way. Isn't.
Never is. But yeah. Make sure to get your predictions in chat. Yes. We want to hear from you guys what you're thinking as we approach kick-off shortly. They're running through the lineups again. David De Gea in between the sticks, of course.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll keep a clean sheet today? Do you think there's a chance? Do you think there's a chance both sides keep a clean sheet? What's your prediction again?
I said 2-1 Newcastle.
Oh. Do you think there's a chance either side keeps a clean sheet today?
I think either none of them do or both of them do.
This is either going to be 0-0 or 6-6.
No. I think either neither team will score and we'll go pens, or both teams will score.
This is a 0-0.
I don't see one
penalty
again.
shootout.
I'll cry.
Vegos doesn't fit on the screen, by the way.
He genuinely doesn't.
His player pitch is so big, he doesn't fit.
Also, they put his face on someone else's body. They've also had to make someone else's body longer.
No, I think that was genuinely his body based on the tattoos. So they thought they'd get him a picture, but not Anthony, who joined in the summer.
Yeah.
Not a lot of height in the United team. Well, I mean, they've got Weghorst, but by that, yeah.
He's massive. Karius in goal. Big day for the German keeper. And for everyone involved, Dan Burn.
Well, this is the biggest game of every single player on this pitch's life, apart from Kieran Trippier.
And probably a couple of United players.
Which United players have been... Martinez, but that's it.
Rashford.
This
sort of biggest day of his life.
Okay, Euros final we lost.
That's probably the worst day of his life, actually.
But it's still biggest.
Yeah, true. Like Almiron. What a day for him.
Yeah.
Callum Wilson. He
playing with that. Do you reckon when he was playing at
Jacob
Atlanta
Murphy's
United?
on the Matt Ritchie comes on. I will just
have your Manquillo.
What?
Well, if he comes on, mate.
No. If Matt Ritchie gets subbed on in the Carabao Cup Final, I will leave.
I wish Colaccini was still in the side.
Oh, what a player! What a player!
Yeah, this is good. I think it's going to be a really interesting game. I just can't see this being dull. No, I hope it's not. I've already watched Chelsea Tottenham. I can't afford to.
Let's sit 0-0 and then watch
I can't afford to watch another.
Sky penalty like Kevin last year.
If Karius takes first pen, the scenes. But yeah, about to go underway here at Wembley. Newcastle could win their first piece of silverware for 68 years. Manchester United, their first piece in 6 years. Whatever happens, someone's going to be claiming a piece of silverware today. Bruno Fernandes gets us started, and we're here underway for the Carabao Cup Final. And immediately, the Wi-Fi is struggling. But we continue on.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Brilliant job.
Dutch reloader.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh,
Karius has made a save.
Hey.
Good catch.
And Loris
Karius. He's going to have a tough job today. His first game for Newcastle comes in the final. The Carabao Cup Final. If we cut back now and Karius has just looped one top corner. In the opposing net, of course, across the pitch.
First senior appearance since February 2020. Hasn't played a game of football for a senior side since 2021. That was in Germany.
Oh, entire 2 years, yeah. That's worrying.
It's a Newcastle corner.
That's incredibly worrying.
Sorry, I don't know. Oh, it's a free kick. And it's looking over the top to Wilson. That's no.
Yeah, that's a terrible ball in.
Goes
over the top of everyone. Out for a goal.
So they've upped the Carabao advertising since last year. They've now got different colours.
Maybe they've released more cans. Maybe Carabao have gone big.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't drink Carabao. Does anyone actually drink Carabao? I've never seen a Carabao can.
Do you know what? Can we call it the League Cup again? Or the Carling Cup?
No, because they need the sponsorship money.
Oh, yeah, they need money. Can we call it that? Can we get it?
Well, the Football Chat Cup.
It
doesn't have the ring to it. We'd want to rebrand it as the TFC Trophy. We'll buy Papa John's. Oh, and here, in behind, Marcus Rashford slots it inside, and it's taken away from Bruno Fernandes by the boot of Sven Botman. Huge challenge that.
If not, that's 1-0.
Fernandes was arriving on the edge there. Already a good start for United, though. This is a lovely ball in.
Trippier cannot allow Rashford.
Weghorst. Weghorst then squares it, plays down the line. Rashford looking for Bruno inside. It's just about caught out, and this is going to be a corner, a chance for United to score very early. Onto the stream, Triple H. Hope Newcastle will win. Oil money changed Newcastle completely.
Well, again, you can put money. Yes, they bought the players, but you still need the right manager. They've still got to work together. Look at Chelsea, loads of money.
I just think the fact that the money comes from the Saudi regime puts a bit of a huge dampener on it.
Todd Bowley is just an American man. Has a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean he's probably done some dodgy things in his life, but
not as bad.
I don't think he's behaved.
Here comes the counter from Newcastle.
Almiron.
He's put the burners.
And here comes Newcastle. He's flying. Miguel Almiron. Tries to play it across, but the pass isn't good enough.
There's so many options, and he picked out the one red.
And now Manchester United are coming forwards, and they have a slight numerical disadvantage, but they should be able to balance that out. Here's Anthony. Needs an option.
Anthony can exercise a damn bird.
Casemiro can dink that forwards. Weghorst
Massive
finds
game.
the ball. Searching
Is
pass
this the game
down the
where Weghorst
line.
proves himself?
Anthony tries to play it down the line to Adalo. It's not come off. Newcastle goal kick. Moment's respite for the defence. Have already been under a bit of pressure.
3 minutes. Very good start from Man United. Almiron, you feel
Miguel Almiron was flying.
I say, if he picks out the right pass there.
Oh, doesn't. Why do you need to pass?
Yeah,
Just keep going.
You feel if he'd made the right decision.
I'll point out, by the way, that blue font on the Newcastle shirt is completely illegible.
Yeah, if it's strange. United have gone gold. It's quite nice.
And also, I saw the Carabao Cup poster thing. Obviously what they put on like their Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
United was in red on the green background. Like if they wrote out Manchester United in red on the green background, you could barely see who's playing.
Yeah. Big tackle from Bruno Guimaraes.
Gets it across to Joe Linton. Guimaraes finds Wilson. Nice move from Newcastle.
Oh, he's got to
Wilson
find
can't hold up
Saint-Maximin.
the ball though. Saint-Maximin could he get across? No. Anthony, nice turnout.
from Burn.
Big challenge though, indeed from Dan Burn.
You can just tell someone there's nervy few minutes, but it's fast starting.
Yeah.
Both teams have had opportunities.
Yeah, but obviously neither side wants to give anything early. You want to keep it incredibly tight, incredibly compact for this early part of the game. And then see what you can do later on. Alexander Isak watching on today. Would he have been a better choice, do you think, up front than Callum Wilson? Do you think Wilson's the right choice?
No, I'd have gone Wilson.
Fair enough. I think also Isak has a better impact off the bench. Bit of pace to come on around that 60-minute mark.
Yeah.
He could have more of an impact if he were to come on. Burn. Back to Karius. And he can go long. Oh, sorry, here's Dan Burn. Flicks it on. And Casemiro heads it the other way. Bruno Guimaraes. That's brilliant from Joe Linton. Holds the ball up really nicely. And he can release Saint-Maximin down this left-hand side. Saint-Maximin cuts back against Varane. Finds Miguel Almiron. Almiron back to Saint-Maximin. Needs to pick out someone on the edge. Finds Bruno Guimaraes. And it's a huge challenge from Fred.
Big tackle and Fred's down injured.
Fred just had to get his body in the way there. And the distribution out to Rashford.
Yeah, he's alright. But yeah.
Guimaraes came in.
Ditch tackle. That's a cup final kind of tackle from Fred. Because if not, Bruno Guimaraes is going to get off a good effort there.
Just feel like Saint-Maximin here needs to cut it back a bit more. He tries to do a little flick. He should have gone to the other side of Casemiro and then squared it.
Yeah, you feel if Fred's not there, Bruno.
Yeah, well, that was going goalwards, wasn't it?
Yeah. Big tackle from Fred. Hopefully he's alright. He's back to his feet now. He seems to be alright.
Good tackle from Fred. Indeed it was, X said. Very good challenge. And 16 votes on the point, Jack. 75% still favour Manchester United in this tie. I find that interesting. I thought most people were backing Newcastle, and they might still be and voting for United, of course, but I feel there's a lot of people that think Newcastle can actually get something from today.
Yeah.
Obviously, they can get something from it. Yeah.
Ball Saint-Maximin. He's had a really good start.
Going to run at Dallo now. Gets the other side of Dallo. It's a very
Dallo.
good challenge from the Portuguese right back. Time to perfection indeed. As well, which is very crucial.
Yeah.
You challenge that. Are you Potter out? Not necessarily, X says.
Not yet.
But also, we'll probably discuss that more in depth at some point this week.
Yeah.
We've already got a podcast for Wednesday, so it might be the week after. But
Dan Burn's long throw, can it cause Man United some problems?
Ball in. Flicked on by Joe Linton, but it's headed away by Shaw. Falls now to Trippier. He can ping it back forward, flicked on, and Lisandro Martinez takes it away from Wilson.
Under the cosh a bit, Man United in these opening few minutes.
Fred.
And they still
Cut out by
get out.
Almiron. Here is Shaw. Goes to Varane.
United would be happy just to calm it down.
And now
A fast start from Newcastle. They've tried to hit them early.
Yeah. De Gea. Martinez. And now Shaw and United can start to play out here. Luke Shaw gives it to Marcus Rashford. And now Rashford tries to spot. He spots the run of Bruno, tries to release it. Cut out by Newcastle. Ball forward from Fred, also cut out by the Newcastle centre halves. And now Newcastle can spring the ball the other way. Bruno, challenge from behind from Weghorst, isn't legal. Play continues quickly, but it's been cut full back.
So they play it too far forward and the ball's still moving. But yeah. Just going to put it back, and then Newcastle can get underway this again.
8 minutes played though. Who do you think's had the measure of the other so far?
Newcastle started really fast. They look really good. Caused a few problems.
You think?
For Manchester United.
Fair enough.
But not threatening.
No, I think they look up for it. They're not as nervous as I thought they'd be. They seem very composed on the ball.
But my thing would be is how long can this last? How long can this constant energy and pace last?
Yeah, it's been a very explosive start, but as you say, fatigue will impact this manner of play. And it's not roll on, roll off in the Carabao Cup.
It's a little bit frantic. Yeah, that's the word. Frankly,
Bruno Guimaraes gives it to Saint-Maximin, and now Newcastle come forward. That's a poor chance from Dalot.
Dalot's got to be careful.
And then booted away by Shaw.
I think he's going to go into the book here.
I'd argue Shaw should be booked, booting the ball away.
That's what they're saying.
Is there going to be a yellow card for anyone here? Coop needs to get these Newcastle players under control because
he don't want to lose. All over the place game early. I think Dalot's into the book for a tactical foul.
Yellow card.
That is not what you want. You do not want your right back being booked after 9 minutes.
When Alan Saint-Maximin is the man running at him.
Silly tackle. Silly tackle. Why are you doing that this early into a final? I don't know.
Especially when there's not someone there that's about to receive the ball if you don't challenge him.
He's running side. That's a silly yellow.
If Almiron's bursting out wide right and he's about to slot him in, fair enough.
That's another thing that could cost United a red card. That's advantage Newcastle. United might be the better form.
Early yellow card for Diogo Dalot.
Yeah, worry now.
And a free kick. It's a set piece. Newcastle, if anything, Newcastle have a better chance now at scoring.
Because Saint-Maximin was just running sideways. He's running towards, into the middle. Trippier goes long.
Lumps the ball forwards. No one makes any contact. Sharv's going to get round to it though. And he puts it out for a throw. It's not that from Fabian Schär.
Yeah. It's little things like... Bless me. It's little things like that. But, it's little... I've lost track of that. It's little things like that can help Newcastle. That can really help Newcastle.
My Wi-Fi's still being a bit annoying.
They've got to make sure they stay in this game, Newcastle. Can't afford to slip up. So I don't make any errors. If United score a good goal, they score a good goal. Here's Rashford. No, ball went off.
58% possession, by the way, from Newcastle. That's a strong start to the game. I wouldn't say they're really imposing their dominance, but they have looked the better side so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an important day for Newcastle. Their first cup final in many years. It's Eddie Howe's first cup final of his career.
Massive game for his career.
That's a poor pass from Bruno Guimaraes.
Winning something that isn't the Sky Bet Championship. Or Sky Bet Championship playoffs, I think. He's already got his shirt off. He's got a wig on.
I don't think he ever had his shirt on. I don't think he has a shirt.
He just turned up London without a shirt. Foul there by Sean Longstaff.
20 votes in the polling chat now. Still high percentage for Manchester United, but it is creeping up for Newcastle after a strong 10 minutes. 25% now think that Newcastle will come away with the win. Still 70% of you think that Manchester United are going to win today.
That's really interesting, that.
Yeah.
That's really, really interesting. The Sandra on the streak next time.
X says Harry's actually like Newcastle underdogs. I think they are underdogs though. They're not massive underdogs. It's not like they're playing a League Two side or someone that isn't good enough to be there. But given the lack of experience of finals, given the club size, Newcastle are a big club, but they're not one that are renowned for winning trophies.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they're a good side, but they're on paper. And if you look
at
past events in history, United should win this.
Yeah.
And the way Newcastle have done well against the big sides this year,
Bruno,
is they've played like they are the underdogs.
Heads it forward, and now Bruno Fernandes can release Anthony down this right. Burns shuffling towards the corner. He's going to flick his legs about.
He's scary, isn't he, Anthony?
Dalot goes to Casemiro. Casemiro heads it.
Vegos.
Place it forwards. Vegos battling away with it, and it requires a save that from Loris Karius, and that's the first time we've seen him in action today.
Karius will be happy to get that one under his belt. It's
an important first save.
It's a simple save, but for him just to get an early.
And Vegos as well here just sort of holds up the ball quite nicely with his body, and then is able to get a shot away at goal on his weaker left foot.
Doesn't really catch it not nicely, but again, good claim from Allison. Karius didn't parry it, didn't make a mistake. Yeah.
1 game alone. Trippier.
Newcastle throw. He's got no in
Could
the
he
middle
cross?
because Wilson took the throw. Aaron's got to watch a line. Ball in.
Wilson, he's flicked it in the
no
right
one's
sort of
driving.
area, but yeah, there's nobody there.
It's a Maximan's bombing on. That's a goal. That's well dealt with by United. Sorry, by Newcastle. United didn't really have anyone to pick there to help. Here's Kieran Trippier. He looks very calm. Bruno Guimaraes. This is lots of room for Newcastle to work with.
Long stuff. Finds Almiron. Almiron inside to Bruno Guimaraes. He goes out wide. Kieran Trippier can cross. Well cross. It's headed away by Varane. Burn goes out wide. So Maximan's not going to get there. Rolls off the pitch.
I don't like nerves or anything else. A bit sloppy from Dan Burn. Bit too relaxed, if anything. Yeah, big day for everyone. Everyone associated with Newcastle United. But they'll be happy with the first 13 minutes of this game. Really strong start.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good game so far. Not been loads of action, but there's been shots, there's been chances. Both sides seem very much up for
That's the thing with Chelsea. I look about Chelsea.
Burn manages to get in front of Weghorst. And now Maximan boxed in, but fighting well.
Chelsea-Liverpool last year, right? 0-0. But there's no energy to the game.
There was moments. It was a very exciting game. They're both
But this game seems very energized.
When Lukaku scored, it was ruled out when it shouldn't have been.
Oh yeah, that was a joke. Rob.
Can't remember if that was the Carabao Cup or FA Cup.
Both.
Almiron gives it to Trippier. No. Trippier back into Almiron.
FA Cup.
Tries to take it past Shaw.
FA Cup was Lukaku. Carabao Cup was Matip's goal that got ruled out. Thank God for that. Didn't mean anything in the end though.
Bruno Fernandes gives it to Rashford. Back to Fernandes. Don't know why I call him Fernandes, but then Fernandes.
Yeah. Casemiro.
So it goes out wide to Anthony. Now Anthony could look to cross. Goes to Dalot. Dalot puts it in a good area, and they've got away with one there. Newcastle. Look, Weghorst doesn't make any contact with that.
Yeah, I think this is probably a game for Anthony to prove himself as well. Anthony and Weghorst. Yeah. Big chance for them to step up and show they deserve to play for Manchester United. Dalot, good ball in there. Weghorst couldn't arrive and it's got rid of
Weghorst has been involved a lot so far.
Right, Fabian Schär, he's probably one of the I wouldn't expect him to survive when the Saudis came in. But
he's done alright this season, Fabian Schär. I think he's a very competent centre-back who looks even better surrounded by these talented players. Yeah. So, yeah, very good player. Anyway, United with the ball currently. Lissandro just calmly driving that ball forwards, walking the ball forwards, not really driving it. United able to play quite leisurely at the moment. Newcastle not applying too much pressure at the second, since obviously they've got to remain focused on the task at hand. This game isn't about the minutes; it's about the full 90. But De Gea does now go long, and United are in behind. Marcus Rashford is going to get there. Rashford brings us control nicely. Newcastle recover back well. Anthony gets a shot away, and Karius claims that. Under pressure from Weghorst, he's done well there, and he can.
He would go Karius. If he gets clean sheet today, he'll go down in Newcastle folklore.
Well, yeah, and there'll be a picture of him with the trophy and a medal. He can sit there on his fridge.
I think you've got people that understand it's not an easy thing to do as a goalkeeper. After not playing in competitive football for over a year, it's not an easy thing to step up. Come and play the final
with a side you've never played with before.
Yeah, but it's not even like he's the bench goalkeeper.
But I do think there's a certain aspect of there is no pressure on Karius today.
Yeah.
If he does poorly, there's a multitude of factors that you can, let him off for. The fact that he, was not expecting to play in this game. It was only last Saturday.
From his point of view, the opportunity is falling into his hands. He's got to take it.
Yeah. Joelinton. Guimaraes. Sprayed it out wide. Almiron brings under control nicely. Trippier overlaps. I think he might use Trippier now. He does indeed. Kieran Trippier. Finds Almiron again. But
smart ball, but
he nutmegs Shaw, but couldn't get it through to Almiron. It got past it. We went past Almiron, unfortunately. Newcastle a little overeager there, but promising signs. They've been able to compete with Manchester United so far.
Newcastle made some really nice stuff. Really, really nice stuff.
Yeah, they are. They really are. De Gea. We'll boot this long now. Searching for foul Weghorst.
We've seen a couple of touches from Karius already. Newcastle yet to test
a foul from Weghorst. But play will continue since Newcastle have possession. Joelinton. Caught in possession by Anthony. And now Casemiro takes it past Dan Burn. Nice drive, tries too hard to force the ball to Rashford.
As well.
And now Joe Linton gives it to Bruno Guimaraes. He's
Is a foul.
fouled by both Bruno and Fred.
Bruno wants the card. I think he'll be very lucky to get Fred booked there.
Yeah. Almost 20 minutes played now. I think Newcastle will be very happy. I think they'll be happy with the sides after this first 20 minutes. They've neutralised the game. They've allowed Manchester United no real shots of good quality. I mean, Vegas had a decent opportunity. And they've
haven't really seen Shaw long stuff in the first 20 minutes. Anthony's just a little bit injured, by the way. He's holding his groin.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to keep an eye on that, make sure he's alright. Obviously got Garnacho and Sancho on the bench if they need it. But they'd probably rather bring them on for impact.
Yeah.
Trippier finds Amron, who is happy to go back to Shah, who goes to Botman. Newcastle just going to slow it down here, rebuild, try and create a chance. That was a strange incident.
Yeah, so Matchman just couldn't bring that under control. And now Casemiro plays that ball in behind. Fernandes, can he get there? No. Botman deals well. Burns under pressure from Vegas. Vegas does win the ball, but it's out of play.
Smart from Burner, accidental. Man United quite deep.
Interesting. Anthony's their highest player, most
I
advanced.
think
player.
Rashford's been kept quiet, and that's massive for you.
Now Vegas
Newcastle.
trying to put pressure on Sven Botman. Botman does really well, and then Burn can come and collect the ball and clear it.
Sven Botman, what a defender.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the pressure on the
I was a bit miffed when they signed two left-footed centre backs. Obviously, Dan Burn brought in last season, and they brought in Botman this year. But he's done well, Eddie Howe, to convert Dan Burn into a left back. But it works really nicely, obviously, since Trippier can come forward.
There are many great left backs out there.
I don't think that's necessarily
That
true.
are achievable, affordable.
Not for Newcastle.
They've got a lot of money.
Yeah, I guess not, but you can probably find someone.
Free kick to Newcastle. Oh, sorry, to United. 20 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Quite cagey, quite frantic, but very energetic.
Go buy some to the stream. Quick summary of the first 20 minutes, please. Just tuning in. All right, well, welcome, Gary.
Not very much.
Well, Newcastle have limited Manchester United's chances to just one effort from Wout Weghorst. While also they've looked quite competitive on, coming forward. Manchester United, Dalot was forced into a professional foul after Newcastle's Alan Maximan burst forward. So Maximan is causing them a lot of problems
I think
with his direct nature of his running.
That's the big pointer for me, is the fact that Dalot is already on a yellow card.
That is huge. But overall, it's been quite a competitive match where I would probably say Newcastle had the edge so far, but neither side's really been better than the other.
My way with Dalot is I'm not saying that Dalot's a risky boy. Bruno's down. This would be a huge miss. Obviously, returning from injury, 20 minutes into the cup final, and he's gone down. I think this is the end of Bruno Guimaraes' day, and this would be a big miss for Newcastle.
Well, yeah, because we know the statistics. Obviously, Bruno. Without Bruno this season, Newcastle haven't won a
Bruno's
game.
Really, really comfortable so far on the ball.
It's really good.
Yeah, he's been really, really good. Who are the options for Newcastle? Because Joe Willock's injured as well, isn't he?
Well, he is on the bench. Joe Willock say can come on, but
Because you do not want to look at Elliot Anderson.
probably not in this game, do you? Let's have a look. Options off the bench for Newcastle in midfield is just Joe Willock.
I mean, look at that. Bruno Guimaraes missed 6 games for Newcastle this season. They have not won any of them.
They'll be praying Guimaraes is alright to continue. If not, it will be
He's
Willock.
back on his feet.
It will be Joe Willock coming in.
That means he's alright to continue. He might try and give him another 5, 10, 15 minutes before they can bring Joe Willock in.
Yeah.
So they won't want to bring Joe Willock into the game this early. I think Bruno's going to be okay to continue. He's going to try and continue anyway.
It's got a love heart, by the way, with the Newcastle colours on it.
It's
Shaved into his blonde hair. It's, fantastic from Bruno.
dedication. But yeah.
Nicknap the new colour on TFC icon look good on you, says Gary. Yeah, they do. Love seeing those green names pop up in chat.
Oh yeah. I wonder what you talk about that for a minute.
But yeah. De Gea now with the ball, and United will play out and come forwards with it. Martinez across to Varane. The United defence being stretched at the moment by that Newcastle press. They're struggling to play out, so you imagine De Gea will go long. He does indeed, searching for Marcus Rashford with that pass. Rashford heads it centrally. Fred tries to bring it under control, and Bruno's got the ball back. Botman finds Maximan. Lovely flick to Joe Linton. He holds up the ball nicely and finds Dan Burn. Now it's with St Maximan. This is lovely football from Newcastle. And now he's going to run at him. St Maximan, he's fallen over, but that's actually aided him. Nice turn.
That's brilliant.
Tries to go inside to Bruno Guimaraes. He holds off Fernandes.
Really well.
Now tries to get it across. And Rashford heads it to Weghorst. And Weghorst brings it under control. Gives it to Fred. And that's a poor pass across to Casemiro. Will Joe Linton get there? He does. Just about. Gets it to St Maximan.
Well. Oh no, Vardy's not played.
Switches the play. What a knock, and Shaw just about gets there and stops it going. And that's apparent. Well, yeah, Wilson claiming that is. VAR will
it's only Wilson and Almiron really that made a big. It was quite a big shout. So it'll be interesting to see what VAR thinks. That couldn't really see. They didn't really see what happened. I don't think it was handball, but VAR will probably have a look at it.
Yeah.
Newcastle just enjoying a bit of possession now.
Gary says, "Oh, congrats on 1K, by the way." Thank you, Gary.
Oh yeah, I forgot you haven't been back since.
Yeah, well, we hit 1K just before the World Cup.
Just say.
Literally the week before the World Cup.
I think that shows how long it's been, mate.
Yeah, welcome back, Gary. Thank you.
But yeah, just want to keep pushing on now to whatever milestones we can hit.
Yeah.
It's not really a goal as such, it's just keep pushing on.
It'd be nice to repeat what we did last year and do another 1,000 at least.
Yeah.
I mean, so far we've gained 200 and we're only 2 months into the year, so...
That's 1,200 if it's every 100 a month.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we'll hit 2.5k this year. I think
that'd be nice, yeah. Or at least we can keep doubling our subtotal every year. So we get to 2k, then we get to 4k, then we get that's a bit ambitious, but you see what I mean?
Well, I don't know.
Because the bigger you grow, the bigger
should be exponential.
Yeah.
Almiron. Trippier.
Brilliant ball.
He does cross.
Oh, it's headed over by Bruno.
Not far from Fabian Schär. And he's now down holding his knee.
So is Lasno's got head injuries for Lissandro and Schär.
Oh. Yeah, it looked like he was beckoning on physios instantly, so I thought maybe that was an ongoing knee issue. Look, you see him.
Oh, that's a bit of a heavy contact.
Instantly go. Come on, physios.
They're both down. It was a big hit for both of them. I don't think he's beckoning. I think he's just a bit dazed, Schär. They're watching it back. Look at that. Look at him. Imagine they weren't watching the game.
They need to protest it.
Imagine they weren't watching the game. They're just watching something really different. Like,
yeah.
Lissandro, is he alright? I can't really see because the bloke's arms in the way, but he's giving him treatment, so that's just.
Yeah,
look at his head.
Can you point your elbow?
Is he bleeding his head? I wonder.
Yeah.
It was a big head, because you got to remember, they've both gone and put full force into it, like they're trying to head a football. So understandably, both players are a bit hurt.
Hopefully both are alright.
Sandro's sat up, I think he's just bleeding, they're probably checking he's alright. Schär's still on the floor.
We know both are conscious, which is a good sign, but...
Well, it was weird, because Schär looked like he was just going to get up, and then he kind of fell back
injury.
again, didn't he?
Yeah.
He kind of looked around to see if he won a corner, and then he kind of fell back. So I wonder if there was a bit of... He kind of felt alright, and then as he kind of sat up, he started, he didn't feel so good. But yeah, hopefully both players are alright. But yeah, really good start from Newcastle. I think United, I think Ten Hag probably won't be very happy at the moment.
No, but I don't think he'd been very happy with the first 25 minutes against Barcelona in the week, and they won that.
True. Very, very true. I think the big thing for me is Rashford has been quiet.
He has, and I do think Trippier against him will be useful, and I think they will move Rashford up front if we're still level come
70. 60.
45, I was going to say.
Yeah, probably. I think that is one thing that Ten Hag loves, is a half-time substitution change game. So it's Ferguson in attendance. Obviously, he won 4 League Cups in his time at Manchester United. Won a lot more than
probably
4 League Cups.
Probably his least favourite trophy then.
He's on his phone, he's bored.
Aquilina McKenzie, welcome to the stream with a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Welcome, Aquilina, for this big game, the Carabao Cup Final. Big game so far. And we are just awaiting
Shah is set up. He's still
confirmation that
bleeding,
Shah and
it's
Martinez are okay. I think
it looks like it's a cut on the side of the head for Shah and a cut on the back of the head for Lissandro.
Everything went down following a clash of heads.
That guy's got NUFC tattooed on his stomach. That is dedication. That is something I've never do.
Oh no, obviously, because
that is cool. That is dying for the badge.
that guy's painted his face. He was quite miserable actually.
Why looks so sad, mate? Come on. I think that's
Maybe just a bit nervous about
You
Shah.
get the bloke who's got NUFC tattooed on his singing songs, and you got a guy just with face paint on. It's really sad. Yeah, Shah, I hope he's alright. Yeah, just bandaged to put cream on it while it's there.
Bit of pseudocreme.
Yeah.
You do anything.
I would say.
I remember that happening on. It was a funny thing on Twitter last year, pseudocreme, because someone said, I got shot and put pseudocreme on it, it was alright. And the pseudocreme account, if you at them, they auto-reply with something like, pseudocreme can't be used for that. So people were then just saying these mental things. Like I got stabbed and I put a bit of pseudocreme on it and it was absolutely fine. And then, yeah, just amusing to see it say, this is not a thing that pseudocreme can do. But yeah.
Yeah, both players are right, the backs of their feet.
Long story short, will they both have to go off? I think they'll both be all right to continue. Yes, they will have to leave the pitch momentarily, won't they?
Yeah. New rule. If physios get called on to treat you, you do have to go off.
Unless it's a free kick. Unless it is a foul, right? I think.
Yes,
I think that'd be fine to continue because that was.
Because the whole thing is the punishment is obviously the fact that you've stopped the game, so you have to go off.
Yeah, but if you've just been two-footed.
And
I don't think they make you stand off the pitch for a bit if it turns out you're
Wilson
alright.
causing Varane some problems. Varane has to head that out. Obviously, a very experienced centre-half in many competitions.
I'll bring some terrible news, but 30 minutes into the game in the Bundesliga, it's Bayern Munich 1, Union Berlin 0. Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting with that
Charles back on the pitch, but he doesn't look very well. I'll be honest. If you ask me, I'm not a doctor, but he looks he's probably a bit shaken up, I guess, but he don't look too good to me.
Maybe he didn't have his Weetabix.
Oh, that's a problem.
Fred plays it forward. Vegas brings that under control.
He's fine. Big
Shah.
tackle from Shah.
Seems fine to continue. Bruno Guimaraes. Driving forever. Oh, and our game's completely stopped. Hang on. Of course, though, this morning, right, our Wi-Fi was absolutely perfect, and now we've got the live Carabao Cup Final.
Bruno sat that top corner is really annoying.
It will be, but at least, Newcastle will be winning then. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, good start to the game. Good start to the game.
It has been. It's been a good first 30 minutes so far. Even if our Wi-Fi's doing everything to make us stop watching the game. Newcastle coming forward. Miguel Almiron. No goals so far. Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier. Back to Guimaraes. Gets away from Fred and goes back to Shah. United defending in numbers. Yeah, they are quite deep. They're quick to get back, United. I think that is hurting Newcastle on the counter so far. Trippier.
You kind of feel one Newcastle.
Gives it to Longstaff. Good chance for Newcastle. It's zipped across the box. Saint-Maximin gets it at the back post. Goes right. Goes left. Oh, I don't know who it's blocked by. Bruno! And it's over.
I was about to say, you feel for Newcastle that while they're on top, they need to take their chances. And just a couple chances there, you're going astray. Brilliant from Longstaff down this right. Fizz it across the box. No one's there. Saint-Maximin. Brilliant footwork, because he knows...
He sends Dallo.
He knows he either beats Dallo, or Dallo brings him down and get a penalty and a red card.
Yeah. That's
brilliant
so good.
He is having a brilliant game.
And I've bemoaned at times his lack of...
Oh, it was actually a save. I thought it was Varane, but
I've bemoaned at times his lack of productivity, but you can't deny that Alan Saint-Maximin has some insane technical ability.
And he would produce things if Pitt will put those chances away.
Yeah,
that was more of a shot, but what
but also, saying, when you've got someone like Saint-Maximin, you need the rest of the team to be hard-working.
Oh, that's soft. That's a soft free kick given by David Coote there. Marcus Rashford, I think, was just pushed to the floor there by Bruno Guimaraes, but it wasn't really. It was more of a shoulder barge in the back. I wouldn't have said that was a soft free kick. That.
I thought one of the cross sticks in the perfect area.
Rashford down on his shoulder. He has had problems with his shoulder previously.
This would be horrific, wouldn't it, for
just the way he lands
Manchester United?
I mean, he hasn't
moved
since he hit the deck.
Yeah, not only for this game, but also for this season.
There's a few. He's fine. I take back anything I said, but yeah, obviously there's a few doubts that he wouldn't start. Obviously, he got injured on Thursday night. So you do have to be careful playing that much.
I think it was brought off as a precaution though, and obviously to give McTominay a few minutes up front.
That was brilliant. But yeah, chance now for United.
Never seen more
Ball
of
in
that.
from
Sure.
Shaw.
He's headed in! Casemiro rise
Casemiro.
highest, and it's a brilliant header from the Brazilian. Experience is something that Casemiro very much has in finals, and it's another goal for Casemiro in a final. It's Manchester United 1, Newcastle 0. Beautiful ball in from Luke Shaw. Casemiro rises highest, and he heads home after just 32 minutes, and Manchester United have the advantage they'd have been looking for. Loris Karius, nothing he could do about that. Newcastle will be annoyed they weren't marking him as tightly as maybe they should have. It's a silly free kick to give away, and they've paid the consequence. They've paid the price. Manchester United 1, Newcastle 0. The deadlock is broken in this Carabao Cup Final.
I think he's on. I think he's fine.
Which body is he?
He's that one. I think he's on. They will just probably have a look at it. They are going to check this one.
I think he might be...
They're going to check it.
I don't know. I think he might be off.
And I'll be honest though, it was a soft free kick for David Coote to give.
He's off. It looks like, look at his sleeve. That looks like it's just past Wilson's boot. I think.
Yeah. Or Trippier's.
It's a mess of bodies, isn't it?
This is going to be close.
Dan Burns' arm might roll him on. Because look where his sleeve comes to.
Yeah.
If this is, I mean, either way, this is going to be a tight one. I feel whoever gets the call here is going to feel it's. Whoever doesn't get the call here is going to feel unjust.
But I feel like it wasn't really. If you ask me, it weren't a free kick. So do you feel like this game, this goal should be ruled off? It's on. He's on. He's onside.
He is on.
I think, unless I draw another line. No, he's onside.
It's on.
Onside.
Will stand. Manchester United 1, Newcastle 0. Casemiro, 32 minutes in. And Manchester United are in front. Newcastle have work to do.
It kind of brings me back to Erik said you're right, it was a very soft free kick. And again, it brings me back to my point that Newcastle didn't take their chances when they were on top. But here they're looking to respond.
Close to Almiron.
He's not.
Lissandro Martinez is going to
welly
beat that.
down to the ground.
I'm going to take the moment that's off the pitch to reload it again.
It's I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Here's Joe Linton.
This is probably the one. There's an injury.
Gets it across to Bruno Guimaraes.
Trippier's been snapped.
Goes to Saint-Maximin.
Cuts in.
Bruno. Can he get a shot away? No. Goes across to Trippier. Almiron.
He's on.
Needs to get this in the box now.
Oh, why don't you deliver it?
Trippier.
Trippier's still going. Cuts it back.
Bruno down in the box. Is that a penalty?
Wasn't really many appeals from Newcastle.
No, Vegos came in from behind him.
Probably a fair tackle. But equally, that was exactly what happened for the Rashford free kick. So, you can argue either way.
Miguel Almiron goes to Bruno Guimaraes.
I don't think Newcastle deserve to be losing this game.
No, I don't. But equally, football's football, isn't it?
Yeah, all I will say
takes your chance at the end of the day.
I hope that isn't the goal that decides this game.
I don't think it will be.
No, I doubt it. As I said, I think either both sides will score and neither side will score.
I mean, my prediction's not well on at the moment. I said United would score early through Rashford, admittedly, but Rashford's involved. And then... No, it's a yellow card for someone, by the way.
For the Trippier foul. He's gone back and Bruno for wiping out Trippier.
No, but
Fred. Sorry, Fred.
So definitely put past Bruno, so unless he's blind.
Bruno seemed very annoyed by it, but he's the captain, this is probably his job. That's Fred and Dalot both on yellows early. Players like Saint-Maximin and Almiron on the pitch, you get them running at and they're going to cause problems.
Yeah. That goal shouldn't have happened in my opinion, says XZ. Just fancies a good header goal. And Conrad Ben's onto the stream, mate. In the spirit of the offside rule, it's onside in my opinion, yeah.
That's another foul from United. Casemiro this time. Silly fouls that United are giving away here.
Also, Union missed a sitter according to Matteo. That is a shame.
Of course, though. Of course, you get to the business end of the season. I mean, Dortmund obviously still in there.
They would be joint top with Bayern as it stands, Borussia Dortmund, after they beat Hoffenheim yesterday.
But you kind of need to be at least 3 points clear of Bayern.
Especially when your goal difference is half of theirs, or a third of theirs, something mental like that.
Have we still got the Classica to come?
Well, I think we do. I think we're live for it. No, I think it might be the weekend we're away.
Oh, yeah.
The same one where we can't do...
Was it Anthony Modeste this season?
See?
Was that this season, Anthony Modeste?
Yeah, but that wasn't Dortmund. That wasn't Bayern, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Classic and Anthony Modeste, we were like, why is Modeste from rubbish all game? And he scored an equaliser in the last minute.
Yeah. It was well good.
Ball in. Oh, it's taken smartly. Wilson has a go. It's blocked. Almiron onto it. He skies it. Newcastle want a corner. Don't think they're not going to get it. But yeah, Newcastle. I think you could argue they're in the better side. Just watching it, he's on. I think it's No, it's the knee. It's Wilson's knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, big header from Casemiro. Karius can't do anything about that one. Big header and a big goal.
Yeah, Shaw just gets out jumped by Casemiro.
It's strange. You wouldn't expect to see that, though. No.
Incredible strength
Newcastle
from
fans gutted.
Casemiro.
But as I said, they will back their team no matter what. They will stick behind their team, as long as this game goes on.
Yeah.
They could be 4-0 down in the
Rashford,
85th minute.
Weghorst, here come United. This could get very ugly very quickly. Marcus Rashford, and that's 2.
It's 2.
And this is what I meant when I said Newcastle could get embarrassed today. Marcus Rashford finds a pocket of space, and Loris Karius, he's got to do better there, hasn't he?
Nick Pope says that.
Ultimately, yeah. Nick Pope could have made the difference
Nick
today.
Pope's fault for being an absolute idiot.
Yeah, it is. But it's just disappointing because until the goal, United weren't the better side, and now they've found some renewed confidence. That was good from Weghorst, to be fair, and Marcus Rashford, incredible form at the moment. He, continues on that path, and as Manchester United make it 2, Bayern Munich do the same.
Now, if I watched that first 40 minutes without knowing the score, and if you cut the goals out, and you asked me,
It's almost comical from Loris. Look at it from Karius.
Oh,
I mean,
it deflected,
flicks
no.
up from bottom. Yeah, but look.
oh yeah, but it wasn't the
He's
the
so
annoying thing
small.
Is that ball isn't going in if it doesn't deflect off.
Nothing Karius can do. You're waffling, X head.
Yeah, no, he's got a hand to it. If a goalkeeper gets a hand to it,
push it
they
out,
can do
push
better.
it away.
You know they can. If a goalkeeper gets a
I
hand
know
to
that's
it,
necessarily a rule of thumb, but just save it.
not that hard.
This guy just comes straight at
Yeah.
him. It just hits him.
And
goes up.
this is the problem. But I feel bad for Newcastle because if you asked me who is 2-0 up in this game, I'd have said Newcastle, no doubt in my mind. They've been so much better than United.
Karius having PTSD flashbacks at this point.
But it's just on that counter attack. They're so good, and Newcastle, I think, have got to be careful because they could be out of this game.
I agree that there was obviously deflection that makes it difficult for Karius, but I still feel he should have saved it, guys.
You got a hand to it.
He should have, but it was straight at him.
That's a silly
push
foul
out.
from Shah. And this has gone very. This has gone down the toilet very quickly for Newcastle. They're out of it.
They've got to go into the break at 2-0 if not. If it's 3,
They're in real trouble.
it's really might as well not come out second half.
They're-
Liverpool went 2-0 up against Madrid. They did then go on to lose 5-2. I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm trying for Weghorst to score a bicycle kick.
Unless Newcastle grab 2 in the late stage. I mean, obviously, if Newcastle were to grab a goal now,
Yeah, if they get a goal for half time, give them a chance.
a bit against the run of play.
Even down 2 down at half time, give them a chance, but you cannot go 2-0 down in the first half for a final. No matter who you are, look, Aston Villa. They lasted 63 minutes against City in their Carabao Cup final. And that was when Scamacca not Scamacca, I forgot his name now.
Who?
It's not Samatta.
And Buana? What game are you talking about?
City, Old Villa striker.
Yeah, and Buana Samatta.
Samatta, yeah. He
Ball over the top. Amron's not going to get there though. It's ambitious from Botman.
But again, you've got to take your chances in a final. And Newcastle have been knocking on that United door for a while, and they didn't score, and now they've been punished for it.
Nick Nash says next goal is key. Newcastle to score it. Yeah, defo. Wilson's got the ball, height of the pitch here.
He's been by himself though.
He's done well to hold on to it so far, and that's good enough. And now he's got support though.
As soon as he gets support, he messes up.
Trippier gets the ball though. Here we go. Newcastle. Can they make something happen? Longstaff.
You just
Bruno.
worry now. You just worry that United are going to run away with this.
And now Shaw gives it across to Bodman and back to Shaw. Chelsea fan says I don't see them coming back. Yeah, that is the fear. United now have that advantage. They should see this out. They have got a corner now, Newcastle. Can they make something happen? The fans have got to keep their spirits high because not only is they're at Wembley, enjoy your day out, but also you never know what can happen.
Got to get behind the team. But I think if Newcastle want that happen, if they get a goal for half time, that would be massive. And this is a really good chance for them to do exactly that. Trying to call a routine.
Hammer on Trippier, good ball in, and it's not far away from Dan Burn at all.
But again, that's the difference. Casemiro puts that in. Dan Burn heads it wide. Another missed chance from Newcastle. Really good routine. But it's just another missed chance. You feel like Dan Burn doesn't get there, Bruno heads that in.
Yeah. Is it another corner?
No.
Oh, I think Gary was just referring to the corner before. Like the corner that she's taken. Not my message.
Yeah, you've got to ask questions. Newcastle's not taking their chances at all.
No.
And this is where Eddie Howe's got to think of something. They've got to find a way to get themselves back in this final. Because they've done everything right so far but score. But they need to score. That's the one thing they need to do.
Tries to go up the line but can't. Shaw does really, really well. And then Bruno puts it out of play. And it's United throwing again. You just feel that if Newcastle were going to get a game, it's going to get a win today. It was going to be because their defence was so strong.
Shearer is not very happy.
Get him on. Record goal score for Newcastle, 206 goals. Go make it 207. Go and grab them something in this game.
I'm not sure he's registered.
Yeah.
Imagine he was just at the bottom of their Carabao Cup registration list. It's just Alan Shearer.
Joe Linton. Burn tries to release Joe Linton down this left-hand side. Oh, he's done really well to kick past Dallo, and I think that came off Casemiro. Did not. It's out for a goal kick.
Casemiro, what a game he's having. You look at United, they're high-fiving, they're absolutely loving it. They are on top right now. And they are in a brilliant position in the final.
The miracle of Wembley.
Yeah. It doesn't really sound like the miracle of Istanbul, does
it? The miracle of the Carabao.
Miracle of London.
Oh, and, well, the Bundesliga is over. Bayern Munich 3, Union Berlin 0.
How many minutes they played?
45.
That's the problem.
Goals from Choupo-Moting, Coman and Jamal Musiala.
Even when they're doing so well, Bayern just 5 minutes out of time. Can Newcastle get themselves back in this game? Or
I think they can, but it's going to take something significant, isn't it?
I think either we're going to see one of the best Carabao Cup finals ever, and they're going to come back, or this will be a routine victory for Man United.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we get to watch them as a trophy.
Yeah, they vote in the polling chat, by the way. 69% think Manchester United will win, 26% think Newcastle will, 6% think it's going to extra time.
Injured for Manchester United. What happened? Oh, Fred kicked him. And then fell over him. And Longstaff's still down. Physios are coming on. I don't know if it was a free kick or whether it was just...
Casemiro's won 10 out of 12 finals he's competed in. Not a bad record at all.
That's just brilliant, isn't it? Up at 2, I'm so sorry. And at 5.
Harry can't read. Longstaff's back on his feet. And we've probably still got 5 minutes ahead of time after all of that.
So would it be 11 out of 13 finals for Casemiro?
What finals
has he lost then? He's never lost a Champions League final.
No,
right?
but he must have watched like a Spanish Super Cup, yeah, something like that.
Or final like maybe 7, I lost a tournament final.
Pretty neutral. It's probably the worst 45 minutes possible. Yeah. Bayern 3-0 up and Manchester United 2-0 up. Well, hopefully Newcastle can come back with some fighting spirit. They've still got time in this first half if they were to be able to click and maybe get a goal. They need to focus on not conceding first. That's definitely on from Wout Weghorst. Bruno doesn't care, he's lost possession. Bruno Fernandes across to Fred. Fred tries to play the ball through.
Botman.
Literally, it's inflamed. He's got a problem.
Ball's going to run through. 2 carries.
And Scaris claims it well. Botman. Back to Shah. And that's lumped forwards. And can Callum Wilson meet it? No, Lissandro does well. Sure. Rashford. Looks inside. Can't find anyone. Has to go back. Because a neutral will be supporting Newcastle. Yeah, I think anyone other than a Manchester United and Sunderland fan is probably supporting Newcastle today.
Yeah.
I guess maybe Southampton fans won't be because Newcastle beat them last round. I don't know.
I just wanted to see a good final, but I worry now that it's kind of done and dusted. But you never know. Newcastle could come back and win this. You never know. So Maximan, he looks.
I guess people who are a fan of human rights would also be supporting Man United, but yeah.
Oh, that's good from Sir Maximan. Burn. Well, he's lost to Anthony. And he flicks around the corner. And now
Weghorst is in behind, and this could get very ugly. Weghorst. Still Weghorst, and it's a good save, actually, from Loris Karius.
Not very happy with his defence. Yeah, good effort from Loris Karius. Yeah,
plus a big save, because if not, that's in the back of the net.
Applause.
I think like that one in, though.
Faithful. Oh, that one gone in. The sub off half time. Who's the bench goalkeeper?
I imagine it's Mark Gillespie, isn't it?
Probably.
Shammy Simmons just scored for PSV.
Oh.
Let's have a look at the bench for United today. I'm guessing it's Gillespie. Who else is there? Yeah, Mark Gillespie makes the bench.
I'll play Gillespie, you know.
Why?
I don't know.
As much as, you know, we might look at Loris Karius as a bit of a joke, but he is still probably a better goalkeeper than Mark Gillespie.
Mark Gillespie is a goalkeeper?
I don't know if that's factually correct.
Shaw heads it down. Almon takes it in his stride. Can't beat Shaw though.
Martinez.
And you feel this half just going to trickle out.
Here is Shaw. Lovely dink ball into Weghorst. It's a terrible touch, but it's paid off as a 1-2 of Marcus Rashford. Ball forward from Casemiro. Rashford loses the header. And now Anthony has possession though, and he's trying to take it past Dan Burn. Forced backwards by Burn. Anthony turns again and again, going backwards and forwards constantly. Burn. Brilliant from Anthony. And back again, and now they've lost the ball.
Joe Linton just comes and smacks the ball at him. Oh, it's brilliant for Joe. Why has he done that?
Joe Linton's just pulled back.
I don't know why Newcastle fans are protesting.
Casemiro for no real reason.
Just absolutely chokeslammed him to the ground. And it's given a yellow for the Brazilian.
I can't. That's just a real moment of complete madness from Joe Linton. I don't really know what he's thinking.
Why is he laughing? Trippy's like, mate, what are you doing?
I think in exactly that voice is exactly how Trippy.
What is he thinking here?
If I pull him to the floor, that'll be alright.
Why? So bizarre. Joe Linton's still mouthing off the referee. I would not be doing that. Last thing Newcastle needs a red card because Joe Linton's lost his head.
Should be the end of the first half now.
Anthony just spinning around in circles. Doing what he does best.
Annoying players.
Yeah, damn, to the point where
Joe Linton just volleys it at Dan Burn's leg and shoves Anthony off the pitch and then proceeds to go and choke slam.
Yeah,
Casemiro.
Aggressive from Joe Linton, maybe losing his head a bit. That is the half. Yeah. And a good half for Manchester United.
Yeah, Casemiro is still holding his shoulder after that vicious attack from Joe Linton. And, obviously did get that goal, which put United in front, and then it was a good finish. Well taken finish from Marcus Rashford, and that turned the tide, really. Because Manchester United before then weren't dominating, but 2 goals later, and suddenly they've got the advantage in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cass must hate facing Casemiro.
Genuinely, that man. He genuinely pretty scared of him.
Every time he plays a game against his team.
Brilliant. But
badly.
You've got to feel for him. You haven't got to feel for him, but Newcastle dominated. They were so strong in the opening. They were so strong in the whole half. They had so many chances. Dan Burn headed wide. Longstaff fizzed one across the box and no one got there. St Maximan had one save from De Gea. So many chances for Newcastle. Haven't taken any of them, and now they're at the game. Because of a Casemiro header from a free kick that was quite soft, and from a Rashford effort that was chipped up off Shah's boot, and Karius flapped his hands at it.
Yeah. I think Newcastle have been unfortunate so far, but United leading, I just can't see Newcastle being able to turn it around. Unfortunately, I think if Newcastle were going to get anything from today, it would have been their defensive stability, which came in handy for them. They've already conceded in this game, so
yeah.
I don't know where they go from here. I thought if anything was going to happen, Newcastle were going to start fastest, which they did, and United would need another massive comeback from, bringing on Garnacho at half time or something.
Yeah.
Looks like the opposite. Newcastle needs something. They've got, I don't know. You look at the bench. Who the hell does Newcastle bring on?
Newcastle should.
Matt Ritchie.
Newcastle should take their chances when they had
Right.
they had to take their chances. And that's what happens if you don't take chances in the final, you will lose that final.
I would say bring on Willock and then move Joe Linton out wide or something, but I wouldn't take off so much. I think it's dangerous.
1-0 down at half time, recoverable. But the fact they conceded the second so quickly after they conceded the first is criminal.
Yeah, they lost that strength. So they just lost that reliability.
Yeah.
Lost focus.
They
and
kind of switched off after the goal went in. That's cost them massively.
Yeah.
Because at 1-0, you're in the game. At 2-0, if you cut it back from 2 down in the final, you have to do something special.
Guys, there's no use being dominant if you can't finish. That's what she said. Quoting,
it's true, though. It is true.
But yeah, is Newcastle in the FA Cup? No, they lost to Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Newcastle's only hope at silverware this year.
But I think Newcastle fans said, I'm not saying they're out of it yet, but the fact they made it to the final is, still a massive achievement.
But you want to come away with the silverware, don't you?
Yeah, of course you do. But a runners-up medal, do you know what? Sean Longstaff could take that runners-up medal and run to the bank with it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Mark Gillespie, you should get runners-up medal.
Do you find it interesting how we see so many, surprise finalists in the Carabao Cup, but I can't think of one in the FA Cup in recent... Obviously, Wigan won it in 2014. I forget that was in the FA Cup 2020, but obviously we've seen...
That's Villa.
Newcastle.
It's probably not a surprise,
Chelsea.
is it, though? That's surprising. Yeah, I see what you mean.
But yeah.
That's the thing, I just... The way the English football's gone now, I don't see...
The point in the Carabao Cup.
No, but
I know we're live for the game right now, but
But I don't see a thing like Wigan ever happening again.
I think it's possible.
I don't look at Preston and go, yeah, they're going to beat Man City in a FA Cup final.
I don't think anyone would ever look at that and go, yeah, that's going to happen. But I think, obviously, it's a bottom Prem side beating top of the league. So Southampton beating City in a cup competition. I think that may have happened this year.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible, but it just requires a bit of luck here and there. Like if Southampton had played, of terrible sides up until they got to City in the final and then beat them.
See your point.
It can come down to the game.
I mean, who knows? We could be out to watch a miraculous comeback from Newcastle, and we're going to be sitting here come 90 minutes when it's 2-2, and we're going to be going absolutely berserk.
When was Newcastle last in a cup final of any sort? 90s, yeah, 99 I think was the last. They were in the FA Cup final and lost that. Leicester win the FA Cup was good. Yeah, Chelsea fans, another Chelsea losing the FA Cup moment. That's like all of the last 5 years that Chelsea lost the FA Cup.
Yeah. Arsenal,
Liverpool, Leicester.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not great.
Taylor, Pawson.
What do we think then? Do you think that's a foul for Bruno Guimaraes?
No.
Here's the goal that came against the run of play. Shaw, decent ball forwards. Casemiro heads home with ease.
Weren't a foul. It was not a foul. And I just feel Newcastle a bit hard done by there. But when you run the risk, when you do that in a position like that, you do run the risk of giving away a free kick. But equally, it wasn't a foul.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to go take 5, well, hopefully not that long, and I'll leave you to talk about the goals and the second half. I'll be back in a minute.
But yeah, I think it's too far back for Manchester United now. I don't see them coming back in this game. Let's win the FA Cup was good. Not against Chelsea though. Yuri Tielemans smacked that top corner, and that wasn't very exciting. But so who's won the most? So we look at obviously this year, United well on their way to. By the way, Rashford's second goal has actually gone down as an own goal for Sven Botman. Because Rashford's shot wasn't actually on target, it was Botman's heel. Because it basically Rashford's shot weren't on target and it kind of chipped up off Botman's foot and just kind of flew. It kind of just chipped up over carrier, so he got a hand to it. It should have done better. But yeah, obviously it was Liverpool last year on penalties. Year before that wasn't it City. City always win the Carabao Cup. But yeah, interesting stat though. Interesting stat I did see about the Carabao Cup is that the winners of the Carabao Cup in the last 7 out of the 9 last winners of the Carabao Cup have gone on to win another trophy in that season. Obviously, Man United could still win the FA Cup, could still win the Europa League, could still win the Premier League. So maybe there is hope for Man United. If they do win this one, they could go on to win more. But for Newcastle, it's a long way back. For Man United, they are 45 minutes away from their first silverware in 6 years. Should be a... How do we see someone ending, guys? Go on then, put it in the chat. Everyone watching right now, what are we saying? Do we think Newcastle are getting this back, or do we think this is United's win now? I'm intrigued. If you ask me, I think United have got this in the bag, but Newcastle could pull off the unthinkable. Who knows? But yeah, should be. I hope it's a good half. Whatever happens, I hope it's a good half. I don't want this to finish 2-0. Yeah, it'd be nice for Newcastle to score, or United, a 3-1, a 3-2 would be pretty exciting.
Could go to extra time.
Yeah. That's the thing though. Say Newcastle score in the first 5 minutes of the second half, then they've got like 30 minutes to score another one. We're off to extra time. They're not completely out of this game, but they have to score early, I think, in the second half to instill a bit of worry into the Man United team. So still in this, but if you ask me, I think Manchester United will bring this home in this. Nick, that's going 3-1 United. Gary is going 3-2 Newcastle. Wow. I mean, there'd be 2 cracking scorelines, especially Gary. If Newcastle win this 3-2, that would be what a turnaround that would be.
Yeah, would be.
Yeah.
Castro has got goal kicks.
Yeah.
If Karras got, imagine he goes up for the corner and actually buries it.
Brilliant.
That would be sensational.
But yeah, should be pretty good. I hope it's action packed. I don't want United just to sit back and hold on to it. But yeah, that's it. I don't know what's gone wrong for Newcastle because they played really well. Just a lapse in concentration for the 2 goals. I mean, a Casemiro header from a free kick and a Botman own goal. It's just a bit of a switched off. And now they find themselves out of that game because they did switch off for that 5 minutes. Really costly. You can't afford to do that in finals. You can't drop the ball. Even if it's for a couple of minutes, you cannot drop the ball. Because you will be punished by whoever you're playing against.
Especially with the goalkeeper.
Yeah. If he drops the ball, then they're done for. But yeah, should be a decent 45. But I think this is out of reach for Newcastle.
Most probably, but you never know. Football is football, and strange things happen. So you never know. Maybe this will be the greatest comeback in the history of the Carabao Cup.
What a long history that is.
Long, illustrious history of the Carabao Cup. So yeah, Gav Wise was saying 3-2 Newcastle. Fair enough. I think that's going 3-1 Man United. Do you think Newcastle will score then in this game?
Yeah. As I said, I think as I said at the start, both teams will score or neither side will score. I still think that Newcastle will get a goal. Whether they'll get 2 and bring it to extra time, whether they get 3 and win the game, I don't know. But they'll at least
That's a
get
2
one.
on United at the start, which seems quite believable now, but I could see it being 3 or 4-0.
Yeah.
United, I could see Newcastle not scoring and it looking like a bit of a battering on paper, but it's going to be huge. Maybe Eddie Howe will rally his troops. If they score in the first 10-15 minutes...
Oh, get the Newcastle scarf out.
Then you never know.
I haven't got one, but yeah, I said 2 on Newcastle. So
2 goals is achievable. 2 goals is very much achievable.
So.
Eddie Howe has gotten a very important 15 minutes on his hands where he's got to have said some very inspirational things to get his side raring to go for this second half, because it's going to take a big swing. It's going to take a big performance.
Yeah.
I think this Newcastle side might be up for it, I think they might have the ability to do that.
Really, I just want to see it competitive. I don't want us to finish 2-0. I don't want us to finish 3-0 United. I want something, I want it to be interesting. Hopefully that will be provided.
Yeah. Hopefully so.
But yeah, it's been an interesting day of football. Tottenham beat Chelsea. That happened. That wasn't very fun.
It wasn't, no.
United 2-0 up at Newcastle now. It's just, it's...
Literally everything I didn't want to happen.
Yeah.
Union Berlin losing 3-0 to Bayern.
Yeah, that's also happening. Old Firm, that's Old Firm.
I don't know, shall have a look. The Scottish League Cup Final. It's the one we all really care about. I've got to go down to Scotland.
Oh, okay. Just waiting for that one then. Did Celtic win it? Because surely it's over by now.
Yeah, they won 2-1.
Celtic won 2. Well done, Celtic.
Thanks to a Furuhashi double.
Yeah.
But I care so little about the Scottish League, they've not even got ratings.
Who... where am I going with this? Steven Gerrard left Rangers, linked with the PSG job.
Yeah, I did see that.
Strange.
Nah, he's a quality coach. If he won the Scottish League, he can win the French League.
Yeah, true.
So that's about what he can do on the European stage. So
But I don't know much.
probably not. But neither has any other PSG manager. So why not?
Took them to the final.
He did.
But that is
And
time
then
to
they
see,
bottled. So they haven't won anything in Europe. So Gerrard's won as many things in Europe as a manager as PSG have as a club.
Match made in heaven.
And he's won a lot more in Europe as a player than PSG have as a club.
Yeah, bit of a disaster for Newcastle so far. They need to get... The thing is, they've got a grip hold in this game.
Yeah.
They just haven't used it to do anything. It's just really strange. I just can't call this now. I can't call it. Because if Newcastle performed the same way as they did the first half, they will win this game. So I think they will score and they'll get another one. But if they...
Yeah, they've got to do that and hope Man United don't come out with much in the second half.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is as much as Newcastle could come out playing well, it's also going to require United to not be on the ball.
Yeah.
Not literally, they could have some possession.
Isak is on for Newcastle.
An injection of pace, a burst of energy.
Eddie Howe needs to see something. He's gone to his swinging.
Will it be in direct place for Wilson, or will they have 2 up front? I guess we'll see in a
Wan-Bissaka
matter
is
of
also off for
moments.
Dalot,
So that makes sense. On the yellow card, Diogo Dalot's also just come back from
Changes for
injury.
both sides at half time.
Yeah.
Still up for grabs this final. No means is it in United's hands yet. But it's very close to being.
So Diego Dalot off, Aaron Wan-Bissaka on. That one seems very logical, and Alexander Isak takes the place of Sean Longstaff on the pitch.
Oh, 4-2-4.
So maybe 4-4-2, 4-2-4, something like that. Or maybe Miguel Almiron playing midfield and Isak on a wing.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Eddie Howe wants his trophy.
Yeah. Don't want to bring back Gundogan to replace Bellingham. I can see that happening. Maybe a swap deal.
I'll say, yeah, it depends where Bellingham goes.
They can mount if they want.
Yeah. Go on, have it.
Newcastle knock it back and get us started for the second half here at Wembley for the 2023 Carabao Cup Final. Shaw plays that forward and Lautaro just chests it over to Luke Shaw, and United can come forwards now. Bruno Fernandes Heads it to Marcus Rashford. Rashford takes it in his stride. Still Marcus Rashford. Across to Fred, and it's a poor effort. Rolls it past the post.
That was woeful from Fred. Big chance there. He scores that, game over. Might as well let everyone go home. Give it to United already.
Yeah.
But alas, past the post from Fred, and remained 2-0. Fast start from United though. Big header from Shaw.
Guimaraes brings under control and knocks it back to his centre half, Sven Bodman. And I can go out wide, Botman, and finds Burn. Burn, back to Botman. And that's lumped forwards. Isak can't get there. And United have possession once more. Anthony. Happy to run at them, Anthony, and it's cut out by Joe Linton and out of play. For a throw on the near side for Manchester United.
I thought he said Sean Longstaff went off.
He did.
I swear I saw
The
it.
graphic said. Might be wrong.
It's looking like to me that... No, he's off.
No, it's definitely not there. That's Dan Burn, mate. That's a terrible chance from Burn. Wan-Bissaka gives it to Bruno.
And one's middle of the field. I think. That's 4-4-2.
That is a 4-4-2.
Yeah, ball in, header away. And as far as Guimaraes, you can't get out. Anthony
Anthony, good effort.
From
Claimed by
Karras.
Karras.
Good start from United.
I am 49 seconds behind, as X said. Okay, oddly specific. We'll probably catch up to you if the thing keeps pausing.
Yeah.
I'll try to change the channel and hopefully that keeps us in time with the game. Yeah.
It's weird that the sky colour for Carabao Cup is purple.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. Maybe they've lost the licence. They had the green, I'm fairly sure, for the semis. But yeah, 37 votes in chat. That's 68% of vote Manchester United look like they're going to be right now.
I feel like that's risen.
It's dropped actually from the start. 75% at kickoff.
Oh, okay. It hasn't risen.
But after Newcastle played well first 20, it changed. And then, yeah, it's gone back up for United again. Isak.
Brilliant run.
Flying down this right. Alexander Isak. Can he pick someone out?
He kind of ran
Stopped by
anyway. He
Casemiro.
ran and then just stopped running when he reached Varane. It's one a throw though.
Isak lets it run across his body. And now he can slot in Wilson. And it's well cut out by Varane.
Newcastle once again trying to start this second half like they mean to continue.
Yeah.
Where Sky have it as a 4-2-3-1 for Newcastle with Isak playing a little bit deeper than
That seems to be how they're playing.
and one can't bring that under control. Bruno is going to get that clear and look to find Weghorst. Bottom's going to come round to it.
And he does well, and that's how to play. And now the two Dutchmen want a little scrap.
Don't know why, that was a bit pointless. They didn't fight, just knocked into each other and walked off. They probably both realised they're in a Carabao Cup final.
Botman realised he was going to get battered, and Weghorst realised he wants to play
Big
football.
tackle from Wan-Bissaka.
And they've won the ball out of the pitch. Weghorst
thinking.
tries to get it across, but it zips off, and I think it's come off
handball.
Botman's
That wasn't
arm.
handball.
But I don't think it would be handball, even if it did. It's Trippier. Releases Almiron down this right. Almiron.
That's a
foul
foul.
by Shaw. It's a good position for a free kick here, Newcastle. They can
Similar area,
put a ball
just
in.
on the opposite side to where Manchester United scored from.
Yeah, a bit wider. And a bit higher up the pitch. A similar sort of position. You're right in that regard. Yeah, Eddie Howe watching on, he'll be left a little bit lost as for what
You
to
feel
do.
like Newcastle need to score soon.
You do, yeah.
Because then that gives them as much time as possible to find a second. And then if United get a third, it's only 3-1. And you're technically still in the game. But if United score the next goal, game over.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the delivery from Kieran Trippier on this Newcastle free kick.
Can he find the head of a Newcastle forward? No is the answer to that one.
Cracking ball in, by the way.
Isak puts it in a good area. Who's it going to fall to? Fred, who clears it away. Trippier nods it to Bruno Guimaraes. Takes it past Anthony. Anthony tries to foul him. Play continues. Brilliant from Bruno there to get to Almiron. Almiron tries to play it forward. It's over Wilson though. And Glenway.
Very quiet Miguel Almiron. As I said in the build-up though, when Newcastle lose, he's him and Wilson and that they go quiet. They only shine when Newcastle playing well.
Joe Linton, Isak.
A little bit slow for me. Isak, but he turns on the burners quickly there.
Gives it just on Maximin. Can he do something here? Alan Saint-Maximin. He's got his feet all crossed up there.
Can't afford to do that when your team are chasing the game and your team's chasing the cup final and you kick your own feet.
Yeah.
What a waste of a chance.
It's not good that from Saint-Maximin.
Newcastle fans very nervous now. They're all very happy and cheery and supporting their team all the way in the first half. And now, just looking at some of them, they're very nervous. They're very worried that the prospect of losing this final.
Here is Joe Linton. Wilson.
Got room to work with Callum Wilson. Thought he'd give it a go. He didn't.
Bruno Guimaraes. Miguel Almiron, Trippier, crosses. Wilson can't make any contact with it, and they're upset because Wilson's foot makes contact with the face of one of their players.
He's not very happy. I think he's going to go on a goal kick. Trippier thinks it was a corner. Everyone thinks Newcastle want a corner. Let's have a look.
I mean, yeah, it comes off the head of Martinez.
Rightfully so, that's a corner.
So it's a foul from Wilson. Luckily, Mackenzie, welcome back. Just a sad face, yeah.
Pretty disappointing.
It's the mood. 38 minutes to play. I don't know if Newcastle are getting this back.
No.
They haven't started this second half strongest, really.
They need a goal in the next 8 minutes for me. If it's still 2-0 in 60 minutes, game's gone.
I don't think the game is gone. There's still 30 minutes. A lot can happen, but it becomes tougher with every minute that passes.
Yeah. But I think United will score a third by then if Newcastle haven't scored one. I think whoever scores the next goal wins this final.
Ooh, so you think if Newcastle get one back, they'll draw level?
Yeah.
If United get a third, it's game set.
I fancy it. Or the opposite, whoever scores next doesn't win the final. I go 3-0 up. Miracle of Istanbul vibes.
Bruno.
As I go from range.
That's not a good effort.
Yeah. He's trying to try a deflection. Off Joe Linton, apparently. I don't really know how on earth he's trying to say that. Did it? Or did it actually deflect?
Yep. Seems that way.
No, fair enough. I take that back.
Joe Linton doesn't believe it.
I didn't quite believe it. But here's the Man United corner.
They haven't got great height, as mentioned earlier in the show.
Well, they've got Weghorst.
But obviously, Val Weghorst. Lissandro is tiny.
But he causes problems.
He does, but that doesn't make him tall.
Score from a corner is Arsenal.
Rock Davis could probably cause a few problems.
I'm sure he'll be a fox in the box. Ball in from Shaw. Yeah. Towards Rashford, it's headed away. It's out for another Manchester United corner, and the fans in that area sound their appreciation for their team, which are leading at the moment, and they will know that they are getting closer and closer by the minute to winning their first piece of silverware in a very long time.
Yeah,
it is only a Carabao Cup, but I'm sure they'll take it. Ball in. Oh no, they're playing it short.
Manchester United with great aspirations this year. There's a lot they could achieve. They're still in for a quadruple.
While you were gone, that 7 of the last 9 winners of the Carabao Cup have then gone on to win another trophy in the same season. And saying that United could still win 3 trophies after this one, there's a pretty good chance they will have a very full trophy cabinet after this season.
Would you rather win the FA Cup or the Europa League?
If they win United, if they get the Carabao Cup, then Europa League.
Interesting that though, isn't it? Obviously,
because if you've already got domestic success,
because we talk about the FA Cup as being the best cup competition in the world, whereas UEFA's B competition is still I guess prize money will factor into it.
This was a European glory at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it sets you up for the Super. I guess you get, but then also you have to justify. Would you rather the Community Shield or the Super Cup final?
Well, yeah, which is more winnable? Probably the Community Shield. No one really cares about life. The pre-season friendlies at the end of the day.
But they're trophies.
They are trophies, yeah. And that's well, one of them's a big bit of metal.
Well, they're both big bits of metal, just shaped in different items.
No, they're not. The Super Cup is a cup. The Community Shield is just a shield.
Yeah, no. They're both.
Imagine they worked out a proper medieval shield.
No, they're both bits of metal that have been shaped into different things. One's been shaped into a cup.
They
one's
are,
been shaped
yeah.
into a shield. One's just.
But a car and a television are very different things.
Yeah.
If I said which this is more like a TV, and you point at the car, you're a
I see what you mean.
So Maximan.
It is. The Community Shield is kind of just a shield.
Yeah. Which makes sense as it's the Community Shield, but yeah.
And one down on his arm.
If they qualify for the league for Champions League, they've brought out the FA Cup instead of the Europa. Yeah. Chat, everyone else, say you're Manchester United, would you rather win the FA Cup or the Europa League? There's currently 10 people in chat, I'm expecting to see 10 responses.
I would rather win the FA Cup.
But you said differently a moment ago.
No, I was just putting options out there.
Okay.
I haven't weighed them all up. I was just
Also, it
arguing.
depends on the club, of course.
Yeah. If you're Watford, you're not going to win the Europa League.
What?
Maximan.
You'd take whatever you've not won before.
Yeah, probably.
And also, if you're in Champions League spots and stuff like that.
So Maximan.
Ring through a few bodies. Bruno Guimaraes.
Don't really go though. Just spin around in circles.
Still going.
Anthony.
Guimaraes.
Burn.
And try to take it in his stride, but it's
lad.
taken away from him by Fred. Chelsea fan says he'd rather take the FA Cup. Fair enough.
From a Villa point of view, already got European success. Why not the Europa League? I'd take the FA Cup.
But you're not going to get European football unless you're not going to get Champions League football unless you win the Europa League.
I'll take the Europa League. Bruno's down injured. This isn't good at all. He's in a lot of pain. He's tearing up ground.
Yeah,
This is bad.
he's in pain. It seems to be his ankle again.
Yeah, this is bad.
That's great for
This is
Bruno
really
Guimaraes.
bad.
Just gets caught there by Casemiro and he just tries to continue, but yeah, I'll just get caught here by Bruno. Oh, yeah, he does.
Make the
That's
tackle,
where it
yeah.
happens.
Oh, and he immediately felt it go.
Oh, you can look at his foot, yeah.
Oh my god, that was nasty.
It's not a nice one. That's going to be his ankle, and that's going to be the end of Bruno Guimaraes' involvement in today's final, I think.
Yeah, he's not good. Trippier, Eddie Howe's face, he thinks this is lost, doesn't he? Eddie Howe's
think
face
he's
to Trippier
probably
there.
coming to terms with the fact
Yeah.
this is it.
Eddie Howe's face to Trippier there said that he thinks this is one, but they want to make it respectable. If they can get one more, then they'll love it.
That guy's enjoying his oven baked
Oh, it's
walkers.
fine. After all of that,
Bit of magic. I mean, his foot literally bent in half. So how on earth he's managed this?
his foot bent in half on the ground. He was screaming on the ground. He just got it like magic. I don't know what our physio's done, but I want him to be my physio.
A lot of morphine. Bruno can't feel his face anymore. I've never had morphine. I don't know if that's something that happens. Ball goes along from Loris Karius.
And one.
Isak. Bruno's there now.
His magic
Goes
feet.
to Almiron.
So Maximan.
Goes back. Here is Dan Burn. Bruno. So Maximan. Lovely through ball to the square root of nobody.
Oh, really smart, I guess. Yeah, just on a different wave.
That's what magic spray does. Now, mate, wet sponge. Magic sponge, isn't it? That's the Sunday
Or
league.
just pour a water bottle on your head. That always works.
You'd be the worst physio.
Oh no, but they've got a head injury. Don't just pour it. Don't pour water on their head. They've injured their ankle. Avram Glazer, our favourite.
Imagine you as a surgeon. Someone breaks their leg and just pour water in their head.
No, mate, they've got a head injury.
Yeah, that'll fix it. Well, Barcelona are 1-0 down to Almeria.
Oh, if they bottle that lead.
Well, we saw Real drop points yesterday in a draw with Atleti. This would leave them 7 points behind
They're not
Barcelona.
going to bottle that lead.
They're not. But big up Torre. Bilal Torre has scored. He's the striker for Almeria.
Good for him.
And he's grabbed a goal at home to Barcelona.
Well done, mate.
Loads of football going on this Sunday, isn't there?
Erik Ten Hag, 2-time Dutch Cup winner with Ajax.
That is what everyone wants, isn't it? The Dutch
He's
Cup.
brilliant in knockout competitions. We've already seen that.
Not hearing quite as many Glazer out chance this season. I think that's for a multitude of factors, though, Nick.
They're doing well.
I don't think people want them. I don't think people are any more tolerant to the Glazers. But one, they're up for sale now.
Yeah.
So what more can they do? It looks promising that United will be sold, so United fans aren't too annoyed. And two, they're playing well. And you're not going to air your grievances while you're playing well, because you don't. If United fans spend every game complaining about the Glazers, it's going to hurt the. It's going to hurt the
Cup, but
morale of the squad.
Win the Carabao Cup, but the main thing is that the fans got a picture of the Glazers.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be here if the fans were hating on the Glazers all season, because I think it's an incredibly tough atmosphere to play in when the crowd is filled with animosity and hatred for the owners.
It's a bit like throw your toys out the pram when things are going badly, but when you're satisfied, keep quiet.
Because Old Trafford looks like a fortress again this year. They don't seem capable of losing at home at times. So I think
last season, now walking out at half time.
Exactly. Oh, they were storming the pitch and swing on the goals. Like, that can't help the players, really, can it?
Well,
I get the point needed to be made, and I think that. Yeah.
Obviously, the game wasn't going ahead at the time. Just to clarify.
Who do you think should take over Manchester United? Would you prefer
Qataris.
Jim Ratcliffe or the
Yes,
Qataris?
100%. Because that money has come from a semi-nice place.
Still oil, but it's not
Oily.
beheading.
It's not as oily.
Yeah.
This is a good chance. Isak.
Very much is oil. It's Ineos, but Jim Ratcliffe, he's probably done some dodgy things. I don't think he's beheaded anyone again.
No. I'm sure he's a pretty open man, maybe. I don't know on a personal level.
I don't know really how you describe anyone as open.
Accepting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes open just makes it so like it's down for anything.
That works, doesn't it?
Remains to be seen. Depends if the potential owners offer what the Glazers want. Whether it's a Qataris or offer everything.
They could probably throw their house at the Glazers and they'd still have 15 others.
It'd be interesting to see though if it is bought by the Qatari state, whether they can get clearance for that in terms of whether they would be allowed to play both Manchester United and PSG in the Champions League. Would United have to pull out of the Champions League, or would PSG have to pull out of the Champions League? Either way, it's going to be a massive issue, isn't it, for whichever team has to? Because surely then you pull the funding out of PSG. Then what happens then? Who takes over PSG?
They go bankrupt.
Someone will buy them because they're
Messi's on the market.
Someone will buy them because they're a profit turner.
Jim Ratcliffe goes.
They make so much money. I think Jim Ratcliffe will get United.
I hope so.
Because I think the Glazers will be more likely to want to sell to him, I think. Unless the owner for Qataris is too good.
This is good.
Almiron can't get the shot away, blocked and cleared away by United.
In this final.
And here comes Marcus Rashford. Though this could change that lull if United were to grab a third. Rashford, and that's a very good tackle from Fabian Schär to win the ball back. Rashford trying to burst down the line. So yeah, Fabian Schär regains possession and pings that ball forward, searching for Alan Saint-Maximin, finds his intended target with a little bit of help from Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Brilliant footwork.
Brilliant from Saint-Maximin. And
wins a corner.
Yeah,
we saw Newcastle go close in the first half of a corner. Saint-Maximin winning the fans on. They need a goal soon in Newcastle. If they want a chance in this final, they get
a goal now though, and there is hope.
Yeah, 100%. A goal in the next 10 minutes. Let's hope.
We'll go any time now.
You're asking a lot. You scored in the 88th minute. But look what Rodrigo did for Real Madrid. Against City. 90th minute and a 91st minute. Turn the game on its head.
Exactly. I don't think that they have got Luka Modric. You can completely change the fixture, but yeah. So I guess at the moment our Wi-Fi is just playing up, so we will see what happens at this corner as soon as we can.
Nothing. That was rubbish. Weirdest routine I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Why would you not put it in the box when you got that amount of height? You know, just in there chilling.
Yeah. Again, apologies. Ours is just currently doing a little
Really strange.
circle of doom.
I mean,
Yeah, our Wi-Fi's
Newcastle
been fine recently.
dominated last
It's
5 minutes.
just not worked. Isak headed away by Casemiro. Which I guess made many people in our area tuning in.
I say,
Either to the show or to the football. Hopefully the show. Fred
advantage played.
goes to Vegas, can't get there.
Double advantage played and the rest could pull it back.
And Shaw slaps the ball into the ground. Sorry, Botman. Slaps the ball into the ground. And yeah, that is a yellow card.
Bit silly.
Joe Linton's now hounding the ref. That's
But
not a good idea.
I can kind of understand his frustration there. Just a bit annoyed. Probably, it's better to get it out and get a yellow card rather than punch someone. That's not a foul. That is not a foul. I'm sorry. He's rightly frustrated.
Botman letting his frustration spill over there.
Because that's not a foul. That was weird. What was that?
Camera just nudged itself. Seems alright. The angle still seems fine. All Newcastle, but they are struggling to create any clear-cut chances. Yeah.
Their cut in the first half didn't convert any of them. But now they need to convert 2. Yeah, so Max sound brilliant, but Wan-Bissaka is better defender. He's pulled it back for a foul.
I think it was a foul.
Yeah. I think Wan-Bissaka did a bit over eager to try and win the ball back there. Well, 23 minutes on the clock. Do you see Newcastle come back? Sabitzer and McTominay.
Yes. Newcastle got to win.
Obviously, Sabitzer shouldn't be allowed to play in this game.
Why?
Should have been sent off against Leicester.
Oh, right. Sure. If this is Casemiro, is there a hope for Newcastle?
Maybe. He's got a double change for it. He's Fred and Casemiro.
Could be Vegas. McTominay out front again.
Yeah. Oh, it's only punched by De Gea. But
Joe Linton!
He has a go. It
Falls
falls
to Wilson.
Oh, how have they
Joe
not
Linton!
scored? Hey,
I thought that was
save.
home. I thought that was home. It's
How
a big
have they
block.
not scored?
Huge
Lisandro
block.
Martinez.
I think Martinez got that in huge touch. Yeah, De Gea caught in no man's land. Joe Linton
Wilson's effort
shot
blocked
away.
there by
Wilson
Wan-Bissaka.
gets it across. Joe Linton with a second effort.
De Gea doesn't save that.
No, De Gea was sent.
Without Martinez, that Joe Linton goal goes in. Newcastle just cranking up the pressure.
Hangs it to the back post. Headed back in
it's
and
foul.
Okay, boring.
Shah's got a few words to the line out. Eddie Howe's not very happy.
He's having a little chat with Simon Hooper, and there's going to be the changes now.
That was probably their best chance of the game.
17 for
Newcastle.
15.
So it
That's
is
spread off for
Fred.
Sabitzer.
Yeah.
I think this other one will be Veghorst, and I'll go 4-3-3 and go for a 3 midfield, but I guess we'll see. Might be Casemiro. Number 27 without Veghorst.
Or just stick the up front.
Which one might be up front?
Fred's going to clap the United fans. But surely he gets a second yellow for wasting his time here. Slowly what was it? Fred off for
I could see Sabitzer maybe playing a little higher, and a McTominay Casemiro pivot.
Yeah.
And then Fernandes one side, Rashford through the middle, Anthony on the other. Something like that could work.
Yeah.
Or McTominay out front.
I love to see that. But 20 minutes to go, Newcastle running out of time if they want to try and salvage something from this game. If not, this looks like it is going to be Man United's trophy.
But yeah, 20 minutes to play now.
Something's got to happen fast for United. For Newcastle.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, right. I think I would say subs, but who? Who on earth do you bring on that's going to come in and win you this game? I mean, no one's warming up. No one's making any movement on the sidelines. Understandably so. They've made their one change. That is Isak. Maybe Willock. Big tackle from Byrne, but it goes to no one. And De Gea's just going to saunter out and collect it. I mean, I don't want to say it makes a difference, but if Pope's in goal, right, he saves the second one.
Yeah.
This game's 1-0. Is it much easier? Do Newcastle then score? Because only 1-0 down, there's much more belief.
Yeah, maybe so.
The fact the second one goes in, I think, ruins this game for Newcastle. First one, fair enough, unlucky, set piece goal, but you can rebuild from there. Conceding a second like that with poor defending and poor goalkeeping.
Yeah, I think the fact the first goal led to the second one though, because they conceded against the run of play.
And dropped
They were playing well, and then they were annoyed at that because they felt injusticed. And that is a goal kick for Newcastle.
That was close there. I thought that was going to be a corner.
I thought maybe
Sure,
Trippier
quite
touched
smartly. He tried to not
push Trippier into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Newcastle, you imagine some changes soon. I know they made a change at half time, Alex Isak coming in, but yeah, they might turn to their bench. They got the likes of Matt Ritchie and Willock. You could come on. Maximan.
Behind Almiron.
And now Bruno Guimaraes. Here's Joe Linton. Sprays out wide. Maximan. Finds Joe Linton. Now with Bruno Guimaraes. He's slotting Trippier. Can he get it across the box?
Oh, it's a big hand from De Gea.
Huge from De Gea. That's offside anyway.
Yeah. You feel that Joe Linton chance out 5 minutes to go was it for Newcastle.
And that there, they could have made something of that, you feel, but Trippier was offside anyway, so it doesn't matter in the end.
Was he, if it counted, would he have been offside? Yes.
Yeah.
Good they didn't score.
Got that across, yeah. I mean, that's the difference, though. De Gea obviously came out comfortably and claimed that.
Karius was nowhere near it.
Yeah, Karius has struggled in this game. No, obviously, the first goal, you can't lay any blame at his door, but the second one, I think you certainly can. Praying for a career as a commentator there, Jack. Don't know, Gary, maybe. Potentially. But yeah. If not, just do this.
I'm just here for a ride.
Yeah.
I'm just watching the football. Sure.
Throws it forward. It's not well dealt with by Newcastle, but they have possession again. And now Shah goes long with it. Varane, confident in the air, well claimed by Shah now though, and he can drive it forward to Newcastle. Seem a little more confident, well won though by Sabitzer, and now he can slot in Rashford. Rashford goes right, has a shot, that's a big save from Loris Karius, gets down to it well, strong right hand.
I did not expect him to save that.
I thought maybe that was going to be final over. Sure, coming forward, nice drive, trying to get it across, well blocked, but it's really back to the wall at the moment for Newcastle.
Newcastle hang on to any hope that they can recover this final.
Jack and Harry's commentators for FIFA 24. Wouldn't that be brilliant?
Yeah. I need to know.
No, not the singers. Yeah, I'll come to the game. Harry can just do all the songs.
I'll create a FIFA soundtrack. FIFA 24 soundtrack.
Covers of all of the songs. It's just horrific. You don't even know half the words to some of them. You're just humming along.
Oh,
Sabitzer! He blasts that over.
He's just there for rotation, isn't he, Sabitzer?
Well, I think he's a very good rotation option.
Yeah, no, but they wouldn't need him.
Marcel Sabitzer is
shots like that.
Marcel Sabitzer is a backup central midfielder.
Pretty good.
It's a brilliant signing.
Yeah, he's alright.
I think they'll have him as a permanent at the end of the season if he plays enough.
Well, not shots like that.
I don't think that was really what they brought him in for. To win the ball on the edge of the area and then try and score on the half turn. But I don't know, maybe that was their sole aim.
Like, this has gone, 16 minutes to go. This is done.
Karius sends it long. Wilson tries to get the flick on. Missed by Almiron, and Lisandro Martinez heads it to Shaw. Sabitzer, Joe Linton, and it cannons off, and Wilson might be in behind here. He's got a lot of United defence around him, and he can't do anything. He tried to just slot it through a couple of bodies, and it hasn't really paid off.
It's never going to fall nice.
40 votes now in the poll and chat. The 68% that have gone for Manchester United, it seems like they're going to be right. But 15 minutes still to play here.
I don't know what he's doing.
Guimaraes can't hold on to the ball and it's had a play. And that's going to be a Manchester United throw.
I think that was a Newcastle throw.
Looked like it came off Bruno.
Big from Burn.
Dan Burn won it but then lost it again. And now it's with McTominay down this right.
Big tackle
It's got
from
McTominay
Burn.
crunched by Dan Burn.
He's had a good game, Dan Burn. That's the thing. I
Yeah.
don't think Newcastle have been bad. Newcastle,
they certainly haven't.
apart from the
Certainly.
goals, they deserve to win this. And I think Man United can count themselves very lucky because they have not been great today.
Yeah.
But they just took their chances and they're going to win this off purely off the fact that they looked decent on the counter and Newcastle missed their chances.
And McTominay's holding it in the corner with 14 minutes to play. Rashford, Wan-Bissaka, Rashford holds the ball up very nice. Uses his body so well, Marcus Rashford. Wan-Bissaka, can he get onto the ball? No, he's fouled Bruno. Newcastle needs a miracle here. Unfortunately for them, Jesus, signs for Arsenal.
And their miracle is Jacob Murphy and Joe
Willock.
It's not really a miracle, is it?
No, I think if you were praying to Jesus and said, I need a miracle, and those two turned up at your door,
I'm running away.
you wouldn't be best pleased, unless you're like Mansfield. They'd be buzzing with that.
Yeah.
Wrexham, they got Joe Willock and Jacob Murphy.
I think even Rex would be like, Jacob Murphy, we'll take Willock. We don't need Murphy.
That's harsh on Jacob Murphy.
So
He might not be Premier League standard, but he would absolutely mince the National League. Sabitzer blocked another shot.
I think he'd even do well in the Championship.
Yeah, probably.
League One's probably star quality.
Yeah, he'd be the best player in League One, League Two.
I don't even know that, you know.
What? Well, who's the best player in League One then? Probably someone who plays for one of the sides that's just gone down, right? Who plays for Plymouth? Who's Plymouth's best player?
It wasn't Morgan Whittaker, but Swansea recalled him.
I don't know. I don't watch League One.
Ball over top of St Maximan. He's
St.
in.
Maximan.
Oh, why is De
De
Gea?
Gea came flying out.
I've said this so many times. Sweet keepers make football boring.
Bin him off.
When the ball goes over the top, they run out and clear.
Back in my day, goalkeepers sat in their line with
Right, well, here comes Impact.
Jacob Murphy will be entering the field in place of the number 10. I believe that's San Maximan.
What a downgrade.
Indeed.
What a downgrade that is.
Well, I think Jacob Murphy just gives you a different option. And then Joe Willock is going to be on for the number 39, Bruno Guimaraes. Nursing an injury, and there's some instructions Jacob Murphy's got to take.
That better be a bloody good note because they need 2 goals in 12 minutes. That note better say something brilliant on it. Oh, is it just going to tell Almiron to go centre mid?
Attacking mid, maybe.
What's he going to do? If he chucked that on the floor and I see like Marcel Sabitzer would pick it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. With the note, you've got to eat it afterwards. That's the matter.
Not eat it, just put it in your sock.
Well, that's how Australia won, because Denmark dropped their note and one of the Aussie players went and picked it up and realised what they were doing, and they just changed their system accordingly.
Yeah.
So that's got to be eaten.
Why has Dan Burners kicked the mic over?
You got the space to take a long throw, mate.
But then he didn't take the throw in that area.
Well, it's in the right, same sort of space. If he would have ran into the mic, tripped over, that would be really embarrassing. But it's not worked out. United are on the break. Here's Bruno Fernandes flying forwards. United, and it falls. Oh, I thought that was going to go to Marcus Rashford. The 3 pixels I can see made it look like Rashford was coming onto that ball.
Willock.
With pace.
Where's the urgency from Newcastle? I noticed this now recently. We noticed it with Barcelona, noticed it with Chelsea today. Why are teams not showing any urgency when they're losing towards the end of games?
Yeah. They're really just stubborn in the way they want to play. Who was it? Who did we watch in the week that did it?
Barca.
I thought Chelsea the same though against Dortmund the other week. There's just nothing.
Yeah. Just really bizarre. Why? Football manager. Sorry, guess the 75th minute.
Barca
Get
they
on
rolled
very
out of the
attacking.
back, didn't they,
Yeah.
rather than pumping it on. Yeah, like distribute over opposition defence.
Yeah.
Long ball, high tempo,
Every
no
single
time
roll
waste.
is onto attack.
I don't do that. That's mental. Also, very attacking doesn't work. You need to just keep it attacking.
I don't care.
Probably why you're losing all your games.
I'm not losing my games.
I'm trying
Ball
to
in.
just make sure
That is
defence
the world's
non-existent.
worst corner. That's a penalty.
The man down
That's
the
a
box.
penalty.
Newcastle, won
If that is a Newcastle penalty, it's a chance. Although,
Marcus Rashford isn't going to get there. Jacob Murphy,
Big
what a
tackle.
tackle.
have
Very
I
well,
have a
sorry,
look?
what a tackle.
I thought it was a penalty.
We need a world-class forward and midfielder in the summer.
Who's that?
Chelsea fan says.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, we need a striker. Kai Havertz isn't a striker, he's just a man.
I just don't. I've already signed in Kunku. I just don't know where he fits. He definitely isn't the striker, I don't think. I would probably say Tony, depending on what happens with with the gambling ban. If not, I don't know. Osimhen, if we can
so
get him.
Chelsea to buy him.
Osimhen would be brilliant.
So Chelsea to buy.
Yeah, just
Tony.
get Osimhen. He's not done any gambling.
That's the
Right.
corner.
Right, have a look. Is that a pen?
A bit late, about a minute ago.
Yeah, but
You go to watch it. Shah runs in. No,
yes,
he is dying.
I'm biased. Ted. Eddie Howe wants it.
And
I can't believe it.
They're just reaching for anything now, aren't they? But they score from this corner.
Corner.
There's time.
Trippier.
On the keeper.
Puts it on the keeper.
Oh.
Requires a header away from
what is Miller
Casemiro.
doing?
And here comes
That
Anthony.
was so half bothered. Ridiculous.
He doesn't really need to put on the burners here because
Murphy
against
gets
Jacob
sent
Murphy.
off.
That's brilliant from Jacob Murphy.
That's
so
not
Anthony's
brilliant
won the
from
ball
Jacob.
back
That is brilliant
through
from Jacob
fouling
Murphy.
him. Well done, Jacob Murphy.
Take your
You
out.
slagged him off when he came on, and look what he's just done.
Subs. It's Jadon Sancho for Anthony.
I forgot to start the game. I was like, hang on. Probably just subbed him on, but yeah. Anthony did start. Jadon Sancho coming on for the last 9 minutes. Probably would have scored if it was Sancho there. Bit more
Yeah.
pace and obviously fresh legs.
But so Jacob Murphy.
And if it was anyone else other than Jacob Murphy. So basically, hadn't just come on the pitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anthony will make his way off. Sancho making his way onto the field. And just to see out what should be Manchester United's first piece of silverware. First of many, likely, under Erik Ten Hag. It's a good season, would you say, for Manchester United?
Really
Ten
strong,
Hag?
and if you know, there's still a possibility they can win on
There's
3
a good chance they come
trophies.
away, yeah, with 3 trophies.
But Ten Hag, what a turnaround! He's been sensational.
If they were to only win the Carabao Cup this year, is that a successful season for Man
No.
United? No?
No,
Why not?
because I think they'll get to. I think they can go deep in the FA Cup. If they do not win that Europa League, that's a failure.
Is it?
Because who else is in there that's good?
Arsenal.
Apart from Arsenal.
Yeah, that's like me going, well, Marseille really should win the Ligue 1 because the competition there isn't good. You know, if you get rid of PSG, well, obviously.
No, they can beat Arsenal, United.
They can, but I don't think it makes it a failure if they lose to Arsenal.
Okay.
Obviously, if they go out to Betis,
Okay, yeah.
maybe
depends
it's a failure in that competition.
if
I don't
they,
think that
if they
makes the
lose to
season
who
a
they got in
failure.
the FA Cup? Barnsley,
Charlton.
Charlton.
No.
again.
They play Charlton at Carabao.
Oh, I don't know.
West Ham, Wednesday night.
If they
I
lose
don't
to
think that's a massive failure,
Yes,
though.
it is. Okay, I would expect semis of both the FA Cup and Europa League, or at least semis in one of them. Here's Murphy. That is rubbish.
But it's third in the Prem, and Carabao Cup winners not a very good season for the Ten Hag, especially. If you take that in isolation, is that not a good
But
first
they
year?
lose to Betis and lose to West Ham.
Considering
it knocks it down a bit,
the
doesn't it?
first year of Guardiola's tenure, he finished like 5th and won
Is
nothing.
that Ant and Deck? Yeah, Ant and Deck.
Yeah.
They don't look very happy.
Well, they're not going to be jumping for joy. Also, why is Ant over there and Deck over there? What's that? That's not how it's supposed to work. They're supposed to be next to each other.
It's only Deck and Ant. Oh, Deck's a bit happy.
Deck's found a random child and picked
That's
her up.
probably his daughter. Not.
Yeah, but why is he smiling? He's supposed to be angry.
You should be happy. Like Chelsea losing just 2-0, but Candy could have made a backflip. I'd probably smile.
Yeah, to be fair. But equally, it's not like Sven Botman just did a backflip.
No. Yeah, no, I mean, Newcastle fans can be sad, but hold your heads up high. You made it to a domestic final. It's a big achievement. Really big achievement. And don't get into any fights with any United fans out
They
there.
will.
They definitely will.
Did you see Newcastle fans in London yesterday? It was brilliant.
Yeah. I only expect like 15 people to return to
But
Newcastle.
you know, the fact that they didn't smash up the place like we did when we got to the Euros final.
I've never known a country do, oh my god, we are going to win, and let's smash up, we got to a final, let's smash up our own capital.
Yeah.
Who in their right
I've never known
mind
any
would do that?
any World Cup any final of any
At the
international
Hague,
competition where the team go, let's go smash everything up before the final.
And
But Argentina weren't the Argentina fans at Qatar weren't they like kicking over camels and stuff, weren't they?
But even that make more sense than doing it in your own country. Why do you smash up your own country?
Joe Linton has another shot blocked.
That man's had so many opportunities today.
That one wasn't really clear cut. It was about 700 bodies in front of him.
No, there wasn't 701, so... Here comes Rashford.
700.
United, Newcastle won't concede
Rashford.
another because 2-0 is respectable. 3-0 looks like they've been played off the park a bit. Well, that is just complete bottomless asleep. They've given up.
Sancho gives it to Rashford.
United
I hope it stays at 2 at least and not 3. It seems like it might.
To
To 3.
Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, well claimed by Lloris Karius. Lloris.
He's been rubbish.
Definitely not Lloris. If not, it would be 4. But Lloris Karius claimed that well.
I think he's 1.5.
What?
He'd probably get more of a hand to the
No, he wouldn't have. He'd have done that and it would have gone through it. He wouldn't have got anything through it. He'd have made a hoop.
Willock's down injured. That's not a good sign. He's back up. Newcastle just got to see out this 4 minutes at 2-0. Their Carabao Cup dream is over. That's
Bruno goes down. Free kick. Chance for a goal.
Maybe.
If they score now, who knows? Oh.
Dare to dream. Dream to dare.
Okay. Chelsea fans just give them for Man U, fair play. It's not over yet. It isn't over yet, Chelsea fan.
Right, David Coots had a good game. I think that justifies us putting him in the S tier in our tier list.
Oh, no spoilers. Somebody might be
Sorry.
waiting to watch that F8, the tier list video.
David Coots,
Referee tier
definitely
list
not.
video.
I like David Coots.
If you're one of the 22 people that watch that, thank you very much. If you're not one of them, go watch it after this.
To make it 23.
Yes.
Trippier. No.
Hangs to the back post. Sure. Cleared away by Rashford.
Hit it.
Jacob Murphy.
Hit it, Murphy.
Winding up for
Yes!
a shot. He has gone for it. That was
Oh!
not far away. Had that gone in, genuinely running on the pitch.
No, not, because I need to get on with the game.
On the pitch, lad.
If that goes in, get the ball and go at their end.
No, because then they concede.
Oh my god, that was closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It actually curled away from the goal. If he hadn't hit it with the outside of his boot, it might have actually gone in.
Put that swaz on it.
Yeah.
That's all Jeremy Lynch's fault.
Harry
Here we go.
Maguire!
Newcastle have a chance. Rashford off, Maguire on.
think about it, you.
Come on, Maguire, do it for Newcastle. 2 overhead kick own goals.
Harry Maguire. He's going to win a cup. He's going to win a trophy. Harry Maguire's going to win a trophy. How brilliant
Good
is
streams
that?
today. See you next time, my friends.
See you,
Thank you, Chelsea
Thanks for
fan.
watching, buddy.
We will be back on Saturday.
Will we?
Man City Newcastle.
Oh.
Nothing in the midweek. So
We have watched so much Newcastle.
we have watched a bit of Newcastle.
We need to get Newcastle shows
Well,
for Saturday.
we might consider doing something on Friday night. I think there's some games, so we might do that. If not, we will be back Saturday with some Premier League, and we won't. Unfortunately, we won't be doing Manchester United versus Liverpool. We are preoccupied. But yeah, as for now, 2 minutes left of this game. It seems like Manchester United are going to be Carabao Cup winners for the 2023 edition of everyone's favourite domestic trophy. Almost became a Jordi Roberto Carlos. But yeah, if that goes in, I'm trying to think of how you can make Jacob Murphy into Roberto Carlos. You can't. You just,
Not possible.
You just can't.
Alba wins it back. Do you know what? Newcastle have not given up. They've been brilliant today. For me, they deserve to win.
Jacoberto Murphos. That would have been brilliant.
Oh. Carthy.
Just Carthy. And now Sancho released down this right. Botman.
They have not given
Physical
up.
and wins the
Newcastle.
ball
They've been
back.
brilliant. As I said, I think I might have to keep my man out for Newcastle. I think I can.
You can't. Willock. Burn. Willock. Can they get a goal at least? For a bit of pride. Joe Linton could shoot. Doesn't shoot.
He's had a couple that's gone wide.
He has Miguel... no, not Miguel Almiron. Trippier. Murphy. Now it's with Shah. Back to Trippier. Good cross. Good delivery. Not met by the head of Wilson.
Doesn't
Rebounds
fall, does it?
around a bit.
Doesn't fall. Right
And
for him.
Martinez lets that go out, and Wilson rolls over him, and Martinez makes sure he's all right. Now, no, he doesn't. He has a go at him.
Yeah.
Murphy shoves him. Varane wants Martinez wants to fight with everyone. He's hurt his knee. He tells Isak. Maguire and Wilson are holding hands. To deserve a goal at least 2-0 doesn't tell the whole story. Unfortunately, that's just how things are sometimes. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Gary, but yeah, that's the nature of football. Despite Newcastle's great performance, the scoreline will be what is most prominent. 2-0 for Manchester United.
5 minutes.
Though we are going to have 5 minutes ahead of time for everyone who's enjoyed the game so much.
Are we staying on for the trophy?
We probably won't. I don't care if to see United lift another trophy.
Newcastle, let's stay on.
We've been live long enough. Unless we get, if we get 20 people watching, then we will start for the trophy list. So
Go find us 20.
share with your nan.
Fair no. It's been a good day.
All of your nans.
Been a long day, but a good day of streaming.
Yeah.
Hope you've all enjoyed it.
Yeah. There'll probably be more double. I don't know if there will be another double up this year. Probably at some point.
They'll probably just have to put some random game on the same day as the Carabao Cup Final. And Elliot Anderson and Matt Ritchie get minutes in the Cup Final.
Yeah.
So at least Elliot Anderson can say, I've played in the Carabao Cup Final. And here he is on the bus down, bro.
Yeah. What is our next final? Is it the Europa League one?
It'll be FA Cup, won't it?
I think Europa League comes the week before FA Cup.
Does it?
I believe so. I might be wrong. Like, I think it's in the midweek.
We doing the Europa League?
Yeah, I think we can. It's in the middle of a half term.
Alright.
Should be able to do the Conference League as well, hopefully. Yeah, it goes to Europa League final on the 31st of May, FA Cup final on the 3rd of June, Conference League final on the 7th of June, UCL final on the 10th of June.
So it's Europa League first?
Yes. And then after that, Nations League final on the 18th of June.
Oh, big hand from De Gea to stop Joe Linton's header. Newcastle
in.
still can't get a goal. They really deserve one. You've got to feel for them. They've been brilliant today, Newcastle.
3 minutes to play.
What a hand that is from De Gea. They've been absolutely superb today. They've not put a foot wrong. Apart from Carriers could have done better for the second goal, and I think that is the difference. Nick Pope.
Oh, look at the Newcastle fans creating the atmosphere.
Do you know what? Fair enough to Newcastle. They've been absolutely brilliant today, and very unlucky that Man United just had a little bit more. But they haven't, though. Newcastle have been the better side, and Carriers has cost them, I think.
I think entirely.
Not
That's
entirely
true, but
I still think that look at that. Yeah. That is brilliant. My hat off to the Newcastle fans. Still waving their flags despite being 2-0 down.
Yeah.
You'd love to see it. And fair enough, they've had a brilliant day out. And what a moment this is for them to get their final.
But it's going to be bad when Bruno Fernandes breaks away on the counter. He's got Sancho to his left.
He goes a lot. He
cuts back.
Big
it's a big
save
from Loris Karius to end what's
if
been...
the first, that'll be the last save he ever made for the Newcastle
shirt.
shirt.
Probably be the last save he makes in football.
Yeah, before he retires.
Oh yes, the highly coveted Nations League title. Yeah.
Who's in that?
It is Spain, Italy, Netherlands, Portugal.
Brilliant.
I will check that.
That'll make me off just
Netherlands, Croatia, Spain, Italy. Because the semis are on Wednesday and Thursday, which I don't know if we'll cover because I think I might be doing some exams around that time.
Yeah, I think we'll just stick to the final. We'll see who gets there.
And then we've got England internationals around the same time as well.
Yeah, I'd rather watch an England friendly.
What, against Malta?
Yes.
I'd rather
watch England Malta.
Malta England on Friday the 16th.
Come on.
England, well, we've got England as well.
Is that May?
June.
Blimey, that's miles away.
Well, we've got England again in 4 weeks.
I'll say March, isn't it? England-Ukraine.
23rd of March and the 26th of March. So exactly a month away.
Love England streams. You get Sweet Caroline rolling, you get the England shirts out.
Yeah.
And then we lose 2-0 to Malta.
4 weeks time we'll be watching England versus North Macedonia. So join us there.
United fans are getting their scarves. They've won a trophy for the first time in 6 years. The players are waiting to run onto the pitch on the subs bench. Steve McLaren is well chuffed with himself. They are 30 seconds away.
For all of Newcastle's efforts, though, they've only mustered 2 shots on target.
Wow.
Yeah. Newcastle, I don't think they're far away from silverware.
No, they are very close. Next year will be a year.
It will be a year, to be fair.
Oh, don't ruin it now.
Oh, here we go.
Newcastle
Everyone's having a
ruining it. We're
fight.
fighting each other.
They're not fighting each other. It's Martinez that everyone has a problem with because he's just annoying. He's so annoying.
Look, the whole Newcastle is chasing him.
Everyone, even the United players want him.
No, look at the United fans. I was loving it in the crowd. Just ruining it. Well, that's it though. Man United have won a trophy. Ten Hag's happy. McLaren's happy. And everyone associated with United can be very, very pleased with the way this game's ended. But Scott McTominay's been booked. Newcastle do not feel
I think
sad.
it's Shah that's been booked, by the way.
Brilliant.
Not
for
Scott
United.
McTominay. I think
Newcastle deserve to win today, or another day they would win this game.
Shah wigged Lissandro.
This is the last game.
Annoying.
Bruno's just going to smack this away, surely.
To the other side of the pitch, right? No, to the corner. Why? You're 2-0 up.
And the whistle goes.
Manchester United lay hands on their first piece of silverware for 6 years. Ten Hag has won his first piece of silverware at Manchester United. It's a comfortable 2-0 victory over Newcastle. Deserved victory in the end. Newcastle, though, have done very well to get to the final. Manchester United also, but it's United who run out winners on the night. 4-0, a 2-0 Manchester United. And that is a very famous victory indeed. This could be the start of something for Man United. Only one out of 4 potential trophies this year claims now. They've laid first blood in terms of the trophies. They're the first team in the English league to claim a trophy.
Man, match,
Unless you
March
count
Rashford.
Community Shield, but
Man, that's March Rashford.
yeah, I'll go Casemiro. It's another final. He just doesn't stop winning. And Newcastle, they'll pick themselves up from today. It's not the result they would have wanted, but they can take pride in the fact they got here and that they give United a challenge. But United ultimately were too strong, deserved winners of the 2023 Carabao Cup. That's all from today. Thanks for your company, guys. Thank you, Nick Nack, for hopping in. We appreciate you always tune into our streams. And Gary says only mustered 2 shots on target. They were never going to catch up in the game with that. And I think we'll end on that brilliant note. This week, the podcast on Wednesday will centre around an NBA All-Star. But like if it was football, interesting. Watch that. And predictions out on Friday, of course, as well. And then we're live either Friday, maybe Friday, but definitely Saturday. So tune into streams next weekend. But yeah, other than that is all from us. And obviously Champions League after that. That's all from us today, though. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.